Oh, no, no, we are not listening to that. Absolutely not. Hello, all. I just heard like the start of that song was like, nope, not happening. Not happening. Right. Hello, all. Let's get started. Oh, it's not lagging today. Thank you, OBS. I think OBS just had a moment yesterday. Hello, all. Happy Wednesday. It feels really weird to say that. It feels really weird to say happy Wednesday, but happy Wednesday. Hello, friends. Gigliatti was actually the first one in today over on the YouTube. Hello, mate. And Benny Boy's over on YouTube as well. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, we got a sub. Gosh. Is it double audioed for me? Oh, no, it's not double audio today. I wonder what was going on with my setup yesterday. That was so weird. I had some weird things going on yesterday. We're fine now. It's Older Buffalo. Hello, mate. It's 23 months. Thank you very, 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 very much indeed. 2 years just shy of the mark. And 23 months. 1 month away from the 2 years. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Tier 1 to get us kicked off. Let's scroll to the top here. So we got New Spawns was the first one in on Twitch. Coriel's here as well. Robert's in. Rev. Hello, matey. Joey. How you doing, guys? Incarnate's here. Navawa is here. Kieran is here. Aaron, hello. How you doing, mate? Mac, of course, is in as well. Yeah, the weather's interesting, right? Proper overcast. Heavy is here as well. Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. You don't normally see me on a Wednesday. But badminton training is cancelled tonight. I think the school that my badminton training is in, it's in their massive sports hall. They needed it for this evening. So, I don't know, they might have a parents' evening or something on something. So, no badminton training for me this evening. So I thought we'd switch days and we'd do a Wednesday stream. So here we are. How are we all though? We good? Hope we're all well. Hope we've all had a good day so far. It's already Wednesday. Week's going quick. And I was in the mood for some MD-11ing today. In the mood again. Can you do a walk around for this flight? Gosh. I don't think I've ever done a walk around. I wouldn't even know what to look at. Is the engine attached? Yes. Good. Probably just about that. Anzage, hey, it's 56 months. Second sub of the day. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Anzage is back for only 4 months shy of the 56-month mark, mate. That's absolutely insane. Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot, my dude. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a good day, mate. I hope you've had a good week so far. Thank you, mate. I just named a folder Phoenix A350 on accident. Wishful thinking, right? I know what you mean. I'm hoping it's out by the end of the year. It would be good. All right, give me 2 secs. Sorry, chat. I just want to check to make sure that I am good. Sorry, just making sure I've got... Yeah, we're good. We're fine. Cool. There we go. Anyway, yes, hello. Happy Wednesday. Good to see you all. Hope we're all well. Hope we've all had a good day so far. Back again, just with the one flight today, but it's going to be a stonker of a landing. Most likely an actual stonker of a landing. Flying the MD-11, known for its high approach speeds, into Quito today. So it's going to be a fun one. Fatboy Fat's here as well. Good evening. Hello. How you doing? Oh, not this song. No, I need some more new playlists. I didn't change playlist that long ago, and I'm already like skipping stuff. Need to find some more new things. So I was kind of thinking about what I was in the mood to do today. I was like, oh, we could do Frankfurt. It's kind of in the mood to do Frankfurt. I was mainly in the mood to do some Lufthansa Cargo MD-11 stuff, to be honest with you. And so I had a look at that FS Dispatch software to see if I could find the route network that Lufthansa Cargo used to do on their MD-11 or some of their like old flights that they did. And I think it was back in 2012. I don't know if it was just like a one-off charter or whether it was a regular flight, but this was a real-world route that they operated as Lufthansa Cargo 8260 from Lima in Peru up north to Quito in Ecuador. Of course, Quito being famous for being an airport that's hot and high, 7,900 feet elevation. So that's going to make things fun for us today. So I was in the mood for some Lufthansa Cargo stuff, and that route kind of popped up on the FS Dispatch software, and I thought, oh, that'll be a fun one. trying to fly the MD-11 into Quito. That'll definitely provide some entertainment. So yeah, so that's our plan for today. Should be a nice flight, like an hour and 40, hour and 45 flight time. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, could be nice. Hopefully it'll be a fun flight. Electrolytes here, good evening. How you doing? Hello, mate. Hello. How are you today? Hope you're well. Happy Wednesday. So I've got some freeware scenery for Lima. The only thing with it is that it doesn't have all the updated layout. Like, there's another runway and stuff. So I've got no idea what it's going to be like in terms of trying to get takeoff performance and takeoff data and SIDs and stuff, but we'll work it out. I'm sure we'll get something sorted. So yeah. No, you is here on YouTube. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. And Mateo's here on Twitch as well. Hello, mate. Hello. Welcome, both of you. How are we doing, folks? How's everybody's day been so far? How's everybody's day been? I'm going to make sure that I've got everything done. Have I filed it on Volanta and stuff? Yes, I have. Nice. Okay, cool. Good. We should be set then. Yeah, how's everybody's day been? Everybody had a good day so far? Hopefully so. Hopefully some fun simming. I saw Jamie was in X-Plane again today. He seems to be on the X-Plane hype at the moment. He's caught the bug for it, hasn't he? You got to get him back over to the dark side. Skewer, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Driving lesson today. Did some schoolwork and did Amsterdam to Lisbon. To Amsterdam again. Nice. Oh, awesome. That sounds like a good day. Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you, mate. Good day at work today. Another good day at work. It went nice and quickly. Lots of fun things. So yeah, no, it's been a good day so far. So I'm excited to stream as well this evening. Is the MD-11 on ground for taxiing a bit chunky movement related? Yeah, I really struggle with taxiing this thing in the sim. Really struggle with it. It's the one thing that I don't like about the TFDI MD-11. So yeah, but it's okay. The tiller inside the cockpit does not move. Oh, I've never noticed that. I'll have to have a look. When I get taxiing, I'll have a look. Remind me to see if the tiller and stuff moves. But yeah, I don't like taxiing this. It's the only thing I don't like. I love everything else about the TFDI MD-11, but I just don't like taxiing it. Oh, Rev says you managed to get him into the MSFS mood in the end. So he'll be back tomorrow. Good, there we are. Now, I hope he enjoyed himself, actually. Sometimes it's nice to change things up, right? But yeah, back as normal tomorrow, is he? Yeah. Day's not been good as your internet was not working well. Oh, gosh. You got it all sorted now, though, Aaron, hopefully. Hopefully so, mate. Yeah. Yeah, medication treatment protocols. Oh, lovely. That sounds like an interesting day out. Will I be getting the 707, Chewy? Yes. Yeah, so the 707 should be coming out next week, hopefully. I'm actually away at a wedding when it does come out, but as soon as I'm back home again, I'll get into it and give it a go. Absolutely, mate. I'm looking forward to it. Nevada did a 4-page maths prove today. Oh, God. Oh, flip a minus on the first line. See, this is why maths is the worst. Yuck. Awful. Yeah, so the 707 should be releasing next week. I think the new date was the 24th, right? So hopefully it's going to release then. But as I say, I'll be away at a wedding on that day, so I'll have to get into it when I get back if it does release on that day. Yeah, sure. So yeah, so as I say, I was kind of thinking, we could do a flight into Frankfurt today or out of Frankfurt or do a rotation or something like that. But then I was having a look at FS Dispatch and saw that Lufthansa Cargo did a route to Quito, and I thought, perfect, absolutely perfect. We've not really flown in this region of the world a tremendous amount. It's such a fun place to fly, and flying an MD-11 into there is not a small feat either. So I'm looking forward to this one for sure. W livery, yeah, I thought we'd go with the old Lufthansa today. Last time I flew Lufty Cargo MD-11, I went with the new livery. And so I thought I'd go with the old livery today. And we've gone with the 100 years of air cargo livery. I think it looks really nice, actually. Yeah, so I thought we'd go with this one. 707 Pan Am Ops. Oh, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Fatboy Fat says... Oh, sorry, my eyes are dry. I'm just planning a flight in the A319 Oslo to... That's Trondheim, right? Nice, that's a good rotation. That's a classic rotation, that one. Captain Sazman, pro tip for taxiing the MD-11, you have to ease into it, slowly turn your tiller, and as your plane starts turning, you can turn harder. Immediate full left or right tiller won't help in the MD-11. Actually realistic because of the angle of the MD-11 nose wheel against the ground. Interesting. Okay, I'll give it a go. Because I was reading up some documentation on the MD-11, and obviously because the nose wheel is set so far back, you obviously need to overshoot the turn in the flight deck. You know, so if we're turning at like a 90-degree angle, you know, the taxi line that you're about to turn onto needs to almost be past this pillar before you even make the turn into it. So I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. See if we can try that out today. Chaos is here. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, friends. Yes, so let's get going. Let's get started. I'll introduce everything and we'll get the show rocking and rolling. We'll get it rocking and rolling. Here we are. Here we are. Good. Right, let's turn that down. James, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome, James. Good to see you, mate. Thank you, thank you. Awesome. So yeah, as we say, I thought I'd go with the older Lufthansa livery today, just because last time we flew the MD-11, it was with the new Lufthansa cargo livery, and I just fancied it. So we're in Delta Alpha Lima Charlie Charlie. This one was actually painted to be the farewell MD-11 livery when they painted it in the new paint. But it was painted like this, and I just think it looks really cool. It's got this awesome like decal on it. 100 years of air cargo, and you can see it's got some pictures of some of the ancient Lufthansa cargo operations, and yeah, just look really cool. I can't remember if it's exactly the same graphic on the other side. Yeah, it is. But I just thought it looked cool. So that's our aircraft today. Just love the look of it. Never get bored of looking at this thing. Scenery today, we are at a freeware scenery for Lima. We're in Peru today. Not very often we fly in and out of Peru, right? And it was only actually once I loaded into the sim for today's stream that I realized that it's very heavily out of date, as in there is a new runway here in real life. So it's 16 left, 34 right, you know, and everything. So I've got no idea how that's going to work with nav data and everything and with takeoff performance, but we'll just deal with that as we go. So it's freeware scenery. It's not honestly amazing, but it absolutely does the job for us. You know, we very rarely visit here, and it's a cool place. So I'm parked up on an apron that I could just find to park on, really. I couldn't see a dedicated cargo apron. It's a military airport as well, so the freeware developer for this included some military aircraft as well, as you can see. But yeah, we're just kind of parked up somewhere on the apron where we can do. So it'll do the job. And then the scenery for Quito is actually using the, it's an enhancement for the default scenery. So there's obviously the default MSFS Quito. It was one of the handcrafted airports that came with the sim right from day one. And then somebody has uploaded a file to flightsim.to enhancing it, which is pretty cool. So we're using that today. So technically both sceneries are completely free. The only thing really payware, I guess, is the aircraft. And GSX and stuff. So there we go. Who else have we got? Kevin's here, says messy weather. Yeah, absolutely right. I know it. It's crazy. Pictures inside of the pics of LD3s can go into... Oh, really? Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. Yes, and Drunken Borg. Hey, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I just seen that. Thank you for the raid. Party of 5 of you coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good stream, my dudes. And then Original Min comes in. Currently doing Heathrow to... Is that New Delhi? VABB? I can never remember. I always mix them up. In the 777, very nice. Yeah, I used to do that. Work from home or doing my university degree, studying whilst doing a long haul. Mumbai, that was it. I got it wrong. Schmiedlu, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Drunken Borg, thank you, mate. I hope the raid went well, my dude. Yeah, we're all good, mate. We are all good. Yeah, Quito's going to be a fun one. I mean, the MD-11 is an interesting thing to land anyway because of how high the approach speed is. So then when we factor in going into Quito, which has an elevation of just below 8,000 feet above sea level, it's going to be a fun one today. I reckon our ground speed on landing is going to be like 190 knots, genuinely. It's going to be crazy, but it'll be good fun. And then Ninja Pilot, hello, welcome, hello, hello, hello. Right, let's go and get things kicked off. Into the flight deck we go. It's so cool, like, looking out and just being able to see the terrain and the clouds like that. I'm also just going to make sure my time is synced. And then we'll go and get some things started. So, battery on. Emergency power on.
Autopilot.
What a sound. I should say emergency power armed. And then we'll get the external power on as well. Get the IRSs in. Oh, God, I just love the sounds in this thing. I really do. I'll stick on an engine ignition just so then it's out the way. We don't need to do anything else on the overhead panel for the moment. We can go and get some of the panel lighting on. Emergency exit light can be armed. No smoking can go to auto. And the nav light can come on. Perfect. Yeah, this is going to be a very spicy approach into Quito. I will be surprised if we don't absolutely stack it in, I won't lie to you. It's like an 80s video game. That's it. That is it. That is the MD-11 in a nutshell. But it's just so much fun. I just love flying this thing. I really do. Cannot get enough of it. Okay. So, I'll have a look at the meta. I don't know whether they use... I think they use Q&H here, actually, don't they? We'll go and reset that. That's absolutely fine. I'll go and put traffic onto there. And the VOR needles can get turned on. Traffic over there as well. And the VOR needles on the right-hand side. We'll set the parking brake. Oh, I need to set tow brakes first. So parking brake is set. 122.8 is set. Go and squawk. 2000. Leave that on normal. Standby. Out reporting is off. Perfect. Good. Me good. What was for tea? Chicken stir fry today. It was very nice. Chicken stir fry. Your buddy has his daughter's name on a FedEx MD-11. Oh, that's very cool. Do I still drink tea? I don't really drink tea. I'm such a coffee fanatic now. I don't really drink tea. Otek's got a screenshot just landing into Munich. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Look at that. What a perfect way to spend an evening, right? I have a bug with your TCA yoke. When I push the yoke forward for the take... Wait, when I push the yoke forward for takeoff, the yoke in the sim starts to flicker left and right. Ooh, I've never heard of that before. I would maybe check to see if there's another binding somewhere for it. If there's another piece of hardware that's also doing things to your elevator and it's trying to cancel it out or something. I don't know, mate. I know I used to all be about tea and now I just don't really like... I mean, I'll drink a cup of tea every now and again, but I don't know. I don't really enjoy drinking cups of tea that much anymore. I don't really find them that tasteful. It's weird how it changed, isn't it? But yeah. I saw you doing South American Ops and so we... Oh, brilliant. Oh, awesome. SKP to SKRG to SK... Oh, gosh. I don't even know. I feel like I've heard of SKRG, but I don't feel like I've heard of any of those other places. Mate, I hope you had a good stream. Right, first things first, let's have a look at the flight plan. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? So, we're LH8260 today, Lufthansa Cargo 8260. 18th of September from Lima in Peru to Quito, Ecuador. Lufthansa Cargo used 30 for their cost index on their MD-11s. Takeoff weight today, zero fuel weight even today. We've got a load of 73.2. So our zero fuel weight is 189.8. We round that up. Planned takeoff weight, 213.7. So well below max takeoff weight. And then planned landing weight of 200 tons. Again, below max landing weight. So that's great. We're cruising flight level 340 today. Although it's then got it's got like 340 and then 360. To be honest with you, we'll probably just stay at flight level 340. Hey, Ant! It's 28 months. Hello, mate. Oh, Ninja, that's awesome, dudes. What a story. Hello, Becca, darling. Morning, sir. How are you? I'm tired. I slept absolutely disgustingly last night, but I'm good, mate. How are you? How are you? Do they also go full manual on the MD-11 without auto thrust? Yeah, it's Lufthansa. They do it on everything. Yeah, they do it on everything. Okay, so we're initially going 340 then. We'll probably stay at 340. We're going out on a Teleb 1 Golf 2 Atatu. And then from there, I don't know what we're going to do for the arrival because we're approaching him from the south. And there's some very interesting approaches that you can do to Quito depending on what direction you can go into. Had a rather difficult work day today. Oh, again, I'm a little bit concerned because this seems to be happening every day now. Again. I'm a little bit worried, babe. I seem to be saying that most days now again. flight time today, 1 hour 42 minutes. That's going to take 13.6 tons of fuel. And I think we're taking about 24 tons or so, so we should have loads. I've taken a little bit of extra fuel, taken a bit of 4 tons. Yeah, cool. Right, let's go and get all this payload loaded in. No, you've spoken about having difficult days quite a lot recently, babe. As long as you're alright. Okay, so set payload and fuel. And then we'll request boarding. Haha, there we go. Cool. Then Darian's here, MD-11. Hello, how you doing? Well, can you message me, Becca? Because you've got me all worried now on my stream. So if you could text me and let me know, that would be really appreciated, babe. Because now you've got me all worried. Yeah, but if you need to come into my stream and say something, then, like, evidently something's happened. So, like, yeah, just text me, yeah? Right, let's open the main cargo door. Awesome. Cool. Right. So GSX should be doing its thing. That'll take a few minutes to do its job. And then let's see if we can go and get the weather request. So SPJC is where we are. This airport used to have another ICAO code. Oh, is it even going to find it? Why will that not let me send? That was its old ICAO code. Why will that not send? I'll screw it. Ninja Pilot's popped into the chat. I'll just go off that. So the winds are 190 degrees at 8. Variable. I press meta, it then just goes to TAF. Look. Done it. 190 degrees at 8. 150 variable 210. Scattered at 900. Overcast at 1700. Temperature 17, dew point 13, QNH 1014. Yeah, so they do use QNH here. So 1014. Oh, could it be Hoppy? It's faffing it. Yeah, it could be. Could be right, actually. But still, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. We'll leave it. So 1014 for the weather. Good. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back into the dispatch page, and then we should be able to send the flight plan to the FMC to get that loaded in. As I say, our main concern that I've got today is the fact that the scenery doesn't match the real world airport in terms of runways now. Hopefully it'll be okay. So we'll get the IRS initialized. Alternate. Where the hell was our alternate today? SELT. Apparently, wherever that is. The problem with the MD-11 is that you can't do alternates very well. They do need to fix this. GC8260 for our flight number today. Cruising at flight level 340. And Lufthansa cargo cost index is 30. Or it was on this aircraft anyway. Block fuel should be loaded in. So we can just go and click next to these. And get those in place. And I'll put the seatbelt signs on. Just out of habit, right? Perfect. So, yeah, I reckon we're going to be departing on... I reckon we're going to be departing 1-6. So, it was out via Tartu, wasn't it? But we've got the Teleb... Ooh, that's interesting. It's not going to be that. Teleb 1 Foxtrot? Yeah, so it should be this Teleb 1 Foxtrot. Now, the only runway that we have is 16 left, so we'll see if this works. So, SID, 16 left. Teleb 1 Foxtrot. via a Tartu. Insert. Good. Right, well, hopefully that has it, and that actually... Oops, sorry. That actually shows that there's a runway there, so I think we're good. Texted you. That's right, I'm going to have a look now, to be honest, because you got me all worried. Sounds like a little bit of an overreaction. Just a little bit. Right. Okay. Runway 16 left. So that's got, yeah, Juliet Charlie 921. Oh, okay, I see. Hey, Ollie. So it's straight out to 750 feet. Right turn to Juliet Charlie 921, which is there. Then it goes to 923 and then up like so. Okay, cool. Perfect. I'm going to just put 10,000 feet for the initial climb because that's transition altitude. And it's already in there, so that's good. Petros is here as well. Hello, Lee's here on YouTube as well. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. 156 for the heading. Get all of this chucked in. Gonna have a look and see how cargo loading's going. Going well, going well. Cool. And then what else do we want to do? Really, it's just takeoff performance stuff. We could go and look at the arrival. So we'll have a look at it now whilst we've got a second. But Quito's an interesting one because there's these RNAV feeder arrivals, but if we can help not doing those, it would be amazing because it takes us all the way to the north of the airport and then we'd have to go back round. So you can see that we come in via the waypoint Ketom. So it would take us Ketom to Sinner, then Luvpu, and then Iplex. And then we would have to find some sort of a transition from Iplex. If we even could do that. I don't even know if there's an ILS transition from Iplex, to be honest. Which is a bit of a weird one. So, I mean, we could do that. But there are other options. Because if you can see here, there's like these RMP approaches. So there's an RMP whiskey approach from Ketom. So it goes Ketom, then Utpec. And then you've got this RNP approach. The thing is with this is that I don't think this is a very good idea to do this approach in an MD-11 because that turn on to final, I mean, we've got 2 miles to roll out and land, which isn't a lot in this aircraft. Hey, Mejo! Hello, mate. How you doing? Good to see you, mate. Oh, nice, Petros. Welcome back, mate. Oh, no, it's good to have you back. Great to have you back. Streams are going well. Things are going good. We're keeping busy. So, yeah, all good, mate. All good. Thank you very much. Cheers for the 73 months with the Prime, my dude. Thank you, mate. So, yeah. So, we've got, like, options to do here. Oh, my God. Look at that approach. Bloody hell. But, I mean, I don't know. The other option that we could do is this, like, ILS, you know, well, that's an ILS Yankee for 3.6. But with the terrain and everything, I don't know if that's a good idea. Because we could very easily, look, there's a freaking there's a volcano here at 19,000 feet. So I'm not too sure what we do for the arrival yet. I have a feeling we might need to do this feeder and go Iplex and then go in and back round again, which I'm happy to do, but it's obviously going to add some flight time in. We'll see. We'll work it out once we're in the air. Been away for work, beat madness, back home and get your life. Oh, amazing. Awesome. Really excited for MSFS 2024. Hey, hey. Good. That's what we like to hear. 2 miles is loads. Live life on the edge. I don't know. All right, well, we'll see. Right, let's go and load this in. Lufthansa Cargo did optimum flap setting. Some airlines would do like a specific flap setting, but they do optimum. So we'll just go with this. Packs on. Calculate. So it's giving us flaps 24.8. Flex of 59, 135, 147, and 160. So let's put that flap in here. 24.8. Love it. Where's time gone? It's wild, isn't it? Yeah, world flights round the corner as well. It's just bonkers. It's bonkers. This year has just shot past. Amazing plane. Oh, you gotta love the MD-11. You can't not love it, the MD-11. Yeah, 25.8. We'll go with that there, I guess. I love this thing. Since flying the TFDI, I've just fallen in love with it. I really have. Right, I'm going to just kind of move my angle on my screen so I can kind of see it like this. So the flap is 24.8. Who was that with the follow? That was Zags. Thanks, Zags. Cheers, mate. The flex is 59. Packs are going to be on. The slope today is minus 0.4 with a headwind of 6 knots. The outside air temperature today, the TAT's only 17. Check confirm V speed. So that's giving us 135, which the EFB agrees with, 147 and 160. Perfect. So the aircraft's agreeing with the speeds that we've got in the takeoff calculator. Perfect. And we'll go in our nav and profile now. So we've got 160 V2, 250 into there. V speeds, pitch, nav armed, prof armed, up to 10,000 today. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I have, if I can find it actually, I might have to see if I can load it up on another screen, but I have actually managed to source via Magic Pixie Fairies the real world Lufthansa Cargo MD-11 checklist. Let me see if I can find it. Because maybe we could actually do a checklist. I know, right? Me do a checklist? What's that all about? Me do a checklist? What is that all about? Aha. Right. Give me 2 secs. I'm just going to make sure this doesn't open up on the stream. Because as much as I love you guys, I don't really want to get in trouble. Cool. How do you use throttles for 3 engines? I've got double throttles. Right, let's turn that back on. There we go. So I've got hello. I've got 3 throttles. Well, I've got 2 of the TCA Boeing units, and when you put them together, it's like a 747 setup. So far left, you've got the speed brake, then you've got 4 thrust levers, and then you've got the flap lever. So that works really nicely. So yeah. So that's how I do it. Works really nice. That's good. Okay, cool. So I will do the before start checklist down to the line. So the aircraft log is fine. Fuel quantity, we should have 24.8, which is confirmed. Oxygen will say is test. IRS is aligned. Altimeters, we've got 1014 set once, twice, 3 times. I'll just move that to pascals, indicating about 120 feet. Status page is checked. Those are all... wait, that says emergency power on and battery discharging. But we're on the... Oh, that was weird. That's why you check and do your checklist, right? There we go. That's better. Gen all off and auto brake off. So actually we'll go and get the auto brake into TO position. And then it's just the generators, which is fine. Takeoff warning. Well, yeah, that's fine. We're not going to have anything with that at the moment. And then the radar's off. Currently watching on YouTube. Do you limit your quality for YouTube streams? No, mate. It should be 1080p at 6,500 bit rate. Oh, no, legal. I'm sorry to hear that, my dude. I hope you can chill out, relax, and enjoy the stream, my dude. Yeah, rest up, mate. Rest up. Right. Wait, is the quality lower on YouTube? Let me have a look. I don't know if there's a way that I can have a look. It should be 1920 by 1080, 6,000 bit rate. Preset, slow, good quality, tuning, high quality. Yeah. I mean, it should all be the same. What doesn't look right about it on YouTube? Does it just look slightly lower quality or something? Oh, it's only streaming in 480p. What the hell's that about? Why has nobody said this? Output settings. Why is that only outputting in 480p? Don't tell me for the last like few months I've been only streaming at 480p on YouTube. I'm getting 1080p 60 on YouTube. Oh? Let me go and have a look. No, I've got 1080p 60 as an option. It looks fine for me. Yeah, I've got 1080p 60 as an option on my YouTube thing and it looks okay. That's very weird. I don't know what that could be, folks. No idea. It's just lower quality. Oh, I hope it's okay then. Right, I'm going to get the APU started, folks, because we're not long away from being ready to go. So, we're parked here on this just random apron that I could get to. I don't know what we'll do in... I mean, I don't think it's probably a good idea for me to try and push back from here, is it? Because I don't think it's going to work. So I think we're just going to have to start up on stand. And then nose out to the left. And we'll exit the ramp and then taxi down to the holding point. So it's just going to be via Alpha. 1-6 left. You often find your Chewy streams are low in quality. Oh. My heart just shattered into a million pieces. Oh. Sorry, I just need a second. Oh, that one hurt. What? Right. APU is good to go. Trim 5.6. Get that going. So mean to me. You almost made me feel bad, almost. Oh, I'll get you back, don't you worry. Why will it not go to 5.6? It'll either go to 5.5 or 5.7. Really, MD-11? Why are you trolling me like that? Alright, fine, we'll go 5.7, whatever. Spikey's here, hello. Are you a human? No, I am a robot. This is AI. Sorry, I'm just saying hello to people on YouTube. Hello there, YouTubers. Hello. God, I feel like I've missed loads of things. Will you be giving your 2024 impressions? I'll be giving 2024 impressions when the sim comes out, Sherwin. Absolutely, mate. Why can't you show a checklist in a stream? Probably because it's the real world checklist. Well, I don't know if they'd appreciate that. Have you got to reload a flight with the MD-11 and continue from stop point? What do you mean, mate? What do you mean? Loads of other people on YouTube are saying it's all 1080p. Okay, we're good. We're good. There we go. John's here as well. Hello, welcome. Sorry, YouTubers. I do apologise. I feel like I missed loads of messages there because I had a thingy in the way. Right, okay. So APU is good. Let's stick the APU bleed on, then we can hear some packs. Wisconsin song requests aren't working at the moment. The app that I use for it's been faffing. I need to see if I can find a spare 5 minutes in my day to try and look and fix it. But at the moment, things are wild. Okay, so services. GPU can be disconnected. Parking brake is set. So we can remove the wheel chocks. We'll go and stick the beacon light on. We'll go and stick the transponder on. Like so. Cool, right. Before start checklist below the line. Why can I not see it? Ah, sorry. I'm going to have to turn my screen off again. I know it might sound like, why the hell isn't he just showing it? But can I alt tab into it, please? Why are you not freaking showing? Sorry, chat. Give me a moment. I don't like to show any real world documents on stream because even, you know, like this one's probably okay because Lufthansa Cargo don't have MD-11s anymore, but you know, I'd rather just not even risk it. What's the point? What is the point on risking it? But thanks to the magic fairy who delivered it, you know. Right. Before start checklist below the line, customs form. We don't need that. Auxiliary pump, which is this. Oh, no, not that. Hello, ClickSpot. Is on. Takeoff data has been briefed, and that's all in the box. Parking brake is set. Windows are closed and locked. All the doors are closed. Beacon is on. Ignition is A. And that is our before start checklist complete. Good. Lovely jubbly. Lovely, lovely. Hey Josh, how you doing? Feels great to be back simming. Hey, nice. Are the checklists online? They are online. They are on a website. To be fair, I'll tell you where I got them. Scribd.com. 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 You can find them on there. So there you go. That's the magic fairy. They've got loads of documents on there. Bucket loads. So as I say, what we'll do is we'll start up on stand and then we'll just taxi out because I don't think pushback's really going to work from here. So we'll do 3, then 1, and then 2. So yeah. Where are you getting that checklist? Yeah, scribd.com. Scribd.com. That's where I found it. Okay, let's start engines. So that's going to turn the packs off for us. Engine number 3 start. Get this show on the road. And we're looking for about 18% N2. There it is. In goes the fuel. There's a bird hazard at Lima. Oh. Hopefully we won't have that today. This scenery isn't great, but it's freeware, so it does the job. Birds. Are there any MD-11 operators still flying? There are 3 cargo hubs. FedEx, UPS are the big operators, and then is it Western Global? I can never remember the name. But yeah, they're only cargo operators. Okay, starter cutout number 3. We'll just wait for that to stabilize. Where can I update the Phoenix? Phoenix has got an installer software, so you can do it all through that. Okay, starting number 1. Oops, sorry. And again, waiting for 18%. There we go, in goes the fuel. That's it, Western Global. Yeah, there you go. They've actually got quite a lot. 17 MD-11s. That's quite a few. Awesome, Josh. Tell you what, give them to me in cruise, mate, and I'll make sure I get them. Sure. Has nobody done a livery for it? Surely they have. Surely there's one on Flights MTO. Yeah, if only Martin Air still had them. RAF Lakenheath. Oh, is that a real thing? Ooh, that sounds tempting, Rev. I might have to steal that one. Okay, stable start on number 1. Final engine then. The middle one. Number 2. Oh, I might have to steal that, mate. There's 18%. Fuel flow. That fuel flow just goes instantly. I just love this aircraft so much. I think if you had to say to me right now, one aircraft, like if I could only fly one aircraft in the sim, it would be this one. Genuinely. Even over like the Phoenix. If I was limited to only ever fly one aircraft in MSFS right now, what would it be? It would be the MD-11. TFDI MD-11. It's just something about it. I just absolutely adore it. I really do. Don't worry, I'm not only going to fly it, but, you know. Okay, 3 good engine starts. We've got starter cut out on all 3. We'll make sure everything's all set to go. So we'll just wait for the pack 2, I guess. It should sort itself out. So APU bleed can come off, and then that will in turn shut the APU down automatically for us, so we don't need to do anything else on the overhead. Ground spoilers can be armed. We'll select flaps. I'm going to do it actually on my flap lever. So that should go to the dialer flap setting now, which is flap 24.8. And then we'll go and do the after start checklist. So anti-ice is off. APU is turning off. Electrical panels. So yeah, that's all off. Yeah, they're on. That's fine. I'm just leaving those as they are. Cool. That's our after start. Good. And then next is the before takeoff. Okay, let's move the yoke up into place. And we'll get this show on the road. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I'm the only one here, so we will not talk on Unicom. You heard a thump. Oh, that thump might be my phone. I don't know. Okay, so now for the fun part, trying to turn this thing. So parking brake released. I'll stick a taxi light on, and let's try and use a bit of differential thrust and try and get this thing turned. Could be interesting. As Simi, for an 18-year-old cat, he is doing very, very well indeed. Yeah, he's been doing really well at his checkups that he has to have and everything. He takes his medication without fuss, so yeah, he's all good, mate. Is this what they do in real world, no pushback? I've got no idea. I literally just parked on a stand where I thought this aircraft might go. There's no actual, like, anything on the charts to say where the cargo apron is at this airport, and this airport has dramatically changed since this scenery was created. It's even got, like, more aprons and a whole other runway and everything now, so they could well have parked somewhere else, but this is just where I had a, you know, free space, I guess. And there was no way we were going to have any room to push back from where we were, so, yeah. I've got a little bit of a concern with our spacing with that aircraft park just there. Wingtip clearance is not assured. Flaps 50. I hate landing this thing flap 50, so we'll see what speeds it gives us. Oh, it's fine. We've done a good job there. I mean, I've cheated in an outside view, but no PK sim lemur. No, I just got the freeware, mate. Right, so we've got to get that line behind us and overshoot that turn because of how far the nose wheel is, but just look how difficult it is to turn. Tiller not moving. Oh no, it does. Double check to make sure that your binding is on nose wheel steering axis as well as rudder axis. It could be that. Hey, PS1 Fly. Hello, mate. 34 months, my dude. You absolute legend. Hello, mate. Hello, hello. Oh, I love it. Nay, nice. It's so good there, isn't it? It's worth going to LA just for that alone. It really is. See, even still, like, I've just got a differential brake just to get this thing to actually get that turn going. Hope you had a good time, mate. Can you put the link in the chat? It's just scribd.com, SCRIBD.com. If you search, like, Lufthansa Cargo on their website, you'll probably be able to find it. Okay, we're eventually round the corner. So, before takeoff checklist then. So, flaps are 25 or 24.8 and checked. Spoilers are armed. Flight controls. Down. All up. And we know the rudders are fine because we're using them for the taxi at the moment. Trim is 5.7 and everything else is on 0. Yep, 0. Briefing is complete. We know what we're doing for the departure. Seatbelts and harnesses, that's all fastened. B-speeds are checked. We've got 135, 147, 160. EAD, that's all checked. Radar, I can turn that on even though it's not functional. Although terrain's going to be more of a concern for us, really. FCP is set. 250, 156 and 10,000. Nav and prof are armed. And then the lights are on. Cool, so we'll just get the TCAS and stuff and then we're ready to go. Storm Chaser, hello mate, how you doing? Oh, that's amazing, PS1. Oh, I bet you love that. Okay, here we go. Feeling a lot better today. Took a 4-hour nap yesterday. Nice. I wish I had time for a 4-hour nap. Okay, this is just a freeware scenery for Lima. So lights on. We're ready to go. So again, this scenery is really out of date. I think if I do fly here again, I will pick up some scenery if it's up to date. I didn't even realize that it wasn't up to date. Turns out that there's a whole other runway and everything now at this airport. But it's fine. It does us for today. There's nobody else here as well. It should just be nose wheel or nose steering axis, I think it is. It shouldn't be anything more than that. Let me have a quick check. I'll have a quick check before we depart, shall we? Let me do it now, just super quickly. Super quickly. Sorry to break immersion. Flight control services. That's rudder axis. And then nose wheel steering axis. There we go. Exactly the same. And then I've got brakes. That's it. F. Don't troll me like that, Ollie. Right, okay, let's arm auto flight. And then we're ready to go. Let's get this show on the road. Let's fly to terrifyingly high Quito. Here we go. Turn it up. Thrust set. 80 knots. Yeah, it's because they're so far back, I guess. Well, one of them is. V1. rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. I don't like where that flight director's trying to take me. That's a bit better. Okay, there's the right-hand turn. We're going to go straight into the overcast clouds. Climb rate on this thing is just ridiculous, especially when it's light. It's kind of disorientating when you get into that cloud. Okay, follow the flight directors. Autopilot in. Speed's starting to rise. So we'll go flat retract. Oh, why is that doing that? There we go. Whoa, straight above the overcast. Look at that. That looks unreal. We got a speed restriction here? Yeah, we got 200 knots. I might get rid of that. There we go. Keep that climb profile going in. Is that still trying to keep us at 210 knots? It is. Alright, let's do this. So we'll select 250. And I'll see where that speed restriction's faffing us. It might be there. Okay, slack retract. I could just about see the coast. Oh, if it wasn't overcast, we'd have a gorgeous view right now. I didn't see any of those birds people spoke about. Bird activity here. Oh, it's just such a gorgeous plane. Right, we need to keep the climb going. So we're going up to 34,000 today. Stabilizer motion. And let's see, if I go back into FMS speed now. No, why is it trying to put me back to 220 knots? No, 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 no. Don't do that, thank you. Why has it got that stuck in there? Let's give ourselves a direct to this. And see if that gets rid of it. No, it's still not. I wonder why that is. Is there another speed restriction, or is it just absolutely bugged out? There shouldn't be any speed restriction, so why is it keeping us at 250 knots? What's it doing? Right, we've not been able to do the after takeoff just yet, because the aircraft's faffing. So we'll try and do that, and then we'll speed up. I wonder why. If I go into perf, will it be in here? No, I don't know. Alright, I'll have a look at the moment. At the moment, we're fine with where we are. So after takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, lights are out, flaps and slats are up and retracted, spoiler is disarmed, auto brake is off, flap takeoff selector, so we need to set this back to 15, ready for the approach. At 15, and the EAD is checked. Perfect. After takeoff checklist completed. Well, there we are. We're on our way. And this MD-11 is not messing about in the climb. So if I go back to FMS speed, it's still going to try and put me down to 224 knots. Something is definitely broken, and I do not like it. What the hell is wrong with it? Oh, that view. Look at the coast. Petros, I can't speak about PC specs for MSFS 2024. Sorry, buddy. It's not information that's public yet, mate. Sorry, bud. What an aircraft. What an aircraft. Do you have the newest version of the MD-11 installed? Yeah. I do indeed. I just think it's bugged. Has it got something to do with this? Is it thinking that there's a speed restriction here? Like if I go direct to dim app, is that going to fix it? What's this whole 210 knot shit about? What is that about? That is a bug if I've ever seen one. Please work. Oh, for fuck's sake, TFDI. I think it's bugged, chat. Now the aircraft keeps like rocking back and forward because it's trying to picture that speed constantly. I don't know what we're gonna do. There's me going on about how much I love this aircraft, and then it does this. 210 at a tattoo? Where's that? We're not even there. That's not even a thing, is it? Oh, is it that? There. Why is that a thing? 210 there. That's not... This is the thing. I love this aircraft, but it is buggy. Like 210 at a tattoo. That's not even part of the procedure. So it might be drawing it from that, but it does things weird. It's also a good thing to note. When you do fly with the TFDI MD-11, make sure that you double check when you do the descent if it's got any speed restrictions, because it doesn't put those in. No, it's still doing it. Wow, this is really bad. I love flying this thing, but this is a faff. I think I might wait until I get into cruise. I'm just going to keep it on like 310 for the moment, because look, it's just struggling all over the shop because it's constantly flicking the speed. I might wait until we get into cruise and then go from there. So in the cruise, it's 310 / Mach 0.808. So we'll go with that. I'll just go with selected speed for the moment. Yeah, it's definitely a bug. I can't even go... It's saying like... I don't know. I do not get where that's come from and how to fix that. I really don't. Please, TFDI, I love your plane. Please work as it's supposed to. Please. Awesome. Well, there we go. We're on our way and we're flying anyway. Even if the speeds are a bit weird. Worst case scenario, we can just do it in manual like this the whole way. And that's not really much of an issue. So that's our absolute worst case scenario. So we'll stick an indicated airspeed until we get to about Mach 0.8. And then we just switch this over to Mach hold. So it's, you know, it's not a concern, the fact that we're having to do it this way. It's just a bit weird. Look, you can see it there, 210. You can see it in magenta there. Something is tripping it up. It thinks somewhere in the flight plan there is a 210 speed restriction. And when I take like a direct to the next waypoint, it's still doing it. We'll see if it stays there at Burvo. I have to do that in the Innie Beluga. Well, the Innie Beluga is an exception to the rule because the FMC on that aircraft was not built for the Beluga. It's built off of another aircraft. So you have to use manual figures because if you're trying to use the FMC for calculations in that, it's all wrong. And Innie Builds modeled that correctly in the Beluga on X-Plane. I think the CDU is based off of the A300 because that's what the flight deck is. Airbus weren't going to invest a load of money in changing all the data and everything in their CDU for the Beluga when there was only like 5 or 6 of them. So they said to the pilots, yeah, you just have to ignore the data that's in the CDU. It's not going to be accurate. So that's modeled correctly. So I don't think that's the same as this. Does the aircraft think it's an A300? The CDU does. The CDU thinks it's an A300. I'm tempted to do it one more time just to see. Hey, there we go. So it seems that it fixed itself after we went past a waypoint. So if it had said at the last waypoint a speed of 210 knots, when we were past that waypoint and then inbound to the next waypoint, it seems to have fixed itself. But that's definitely not correct. But there we go. We've got 310 in magenta now. So it sorted itself. Very weird. Very weird. But there we are. Perfect. Right, I am going to unpause the alerts because I just realised I've got to unpause them. Beautiful. So yeah, so there we are. On our way. Off to Quito. Should be there in about an hour and a half. So not too bad of a flight time at all today. Here are the screenshots. Yeah, I'll have a look. Let's have a look. Josh, you're still in P3D. The 777's out in MSFS now. You've got to move to the dark side, mate. You're going to wait for Black Friday for a better GPU? Alright, I'll let you off. I'll let you off. So weird seeing P3D again. I've not seen P3D in years. It's really weird seeing it again, I won't lie. Very nice. Hope you had a good flight, mate. Awesome to see you back simming again. Very awesome indeed. Now, I'm sure it's not modelled in this, but how do we get the terrain radar up? Terrain's going to be our major concern, I think, today going into Quito. So I can't see anything on there. The Beluga in 24 will be awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited to fly that. Super excited to fly that, absolutely. Yeah, no longer got a concern about terrain. So if I turn that off, terrain radar is the white button when the weather radar is off. Right, so weather radar is off. This. Ah! Well, there we go. I've learned something new today. Learned something new today. There we go. Isaac, hello mate. How you doing? Into Samos? God, I can't land any aircraft into there, let alone an MD-11. Did a mountain air cargo flight in the FedEx Grand Caravan. Nice. Where did you find this route? I found it on that FS Dispatch software. I'll show it to you guys. So, it's not amazing, but it gets you a few things. There's this freeware software that you can use called Flight Sim Dispatch. It's on flightsimdispatch.com. It doesn't have everything by any means, but it can just give you some ideas for things. So, like, for example, for today's flight, I searched for the MD-11. I specified the airline, which is DLH. Even though it's GEC with Lufthansa Cargo, it comes up as DLH. And then you just click refresh table. And it should come up with a load of flights. It doesn't come up with every flight that Lufthansa Cargo did in their MD-11, but it comes up with a good amount. So you can see, so these were all real-world routes that the Lufthansa Cargo MD-11 did at some point. As I say, it's not absolutely perfect, but it does come up with some cool things. So I just had a look at this, and we can go and try and find today's. Where is it? There it is. SPJC to SEQM. So this was Lufthansa 8260 from the summer of 2014, and it was operated in Delta Alpha Lima Charlie Bravo.
Altitude.
And in fact, I think you can almost actually see the legs that it did, the schedule that it did. I don't know how I drag this across. But yeah, so that's how I find routes sometimes, especially for airlines that don't have aircraft anymore. This doesn't have everything, you know, it's not going to have every single route that the that the Lufthansa Cargo MD-11 did, but it's got quite a good amount there. And we know for a fact that these were all real world. So, yeah. So that's how I got today's one. Pretty cool. Yeah, you can do it with all sorts. So if we got rid of that, you know, and then you can change it. So we could say, right, I want to do an MD-11 flight. Oh, whoops. Why did I just click off it? I already had it selected. I'm an idiot. I want to do an MD-11 flight that's block time 3 hours or less. Don't care what airline. And then give it a second, and then it will find loads. So there's like American Airlines ones here, Miami to JFK, winter of 94, when your boy was born. And yeah, it's not got everything, but it's got a good amount. It's got a load of FedEx stuff there that you can see. It's got Garuda Indonesia, JAL, Korean Air, KLM. So yeah, might just give you a bit of motivation or an idea to find some stuff. Varig. So there's loads. And yeah, you can do it for all sorts. So if we, I mean, we could even go and see if we could try and find something on the 707. Obviously, we're going to be having the 707 coming out soon. I can't remember what model it is. For some reason it's gone. But if I just refresh this, we could go and have a look at the 707 routes. We could specify the airline as well if we wanted it to be Pan Am. PAA, there we go. So look, we got a load of Pan Am 707 routes that they used to operate back in the day. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not going to have everything, like, yeah, BOAC, I don't think it has anything. But it's cool. It's good just to get you some ideas. It doesn't have everything, but yeah, it's quite a lot. Just bought the 319-21, nice. Got your PC all set up now in the new uni house? Hey, awesome, dude. Stream on one screen, the crown on another, like it. Awesome, mate. Glad you got everything set up, buddy. Who is the developer of the upcoming 707? So it's actually going to be a Microsoft Flight Simulator release. So it's an official Microsoft Flight Simulator title that we're releasing, but it was developed by Aeroplane Heaven. So yeah, Aeroplane Heaven have been the team who've been developing that. Oh, Corridor, there's loads. There's so many videos on YouTube of the Lufty Cargo MD-11. There's loads. Absolutely loads. Oh, is it the one into Quito? Oh, that's the old Quito, though, isn't it? That's not even the Quito that we're going to. This is the old Quito. This is the famous one from the thunderstorm approach in the FSX mission. 300. There's a new Quito. Yeah, this airport's no longer in existence. SEQQ, right? Yeah. And now we're going to SEQM. Oh, that Lufty Cargo old livery.
50, 40, 20, 10.
Oh, he nailed that, considering. I hope I do that good of a job today. I hope I do that good of a job. Yeah. I might watch some of those later. We'll see how we go with timing. Is it the old one with the really complicated approach? Oh, I mean, we've got some potential very complicated approaches into Quito today. Just going to have a look at perf. Okay, optimum is 330, max is 390. Perfect. So we're at 340. That's great. So we're at the optimal altitude. Perfect stuff. Good. Perfect. Yeah, it doesn't look like the terrain radar works in this thing, which is a shame, because we might need it today. The thing with Quito is that, you know, we're going to be high on the ground speed anyway, but then when we're in an MD-11, it's going to be even crazier. I don't know if we could go and put in our landing weight. I think we're expecting to have a landing weight of about 200.0. Oh, it's not going to let me put that in. So, with flap... it's not as bad as I thought, actually. I think I'm going to go flat... I hate landing this thing flat 50. I probably should do flat 50. But I will chonk it in if we do. I mean, we could do it anyway if you guys want to see it for the laugh. But it will probably be a pretty stonking landing. Are you sure you were on the latest update? Terrain was added in there. I don't know. It might be because we're at 34,000 feet. But I thought I was on the latest update. Is there any way I can find out? I didn't... Maybe I missed something somehow. TFDI MD-11. Is there a way I can find out what version I'm on? Will the layout JSON have it? Probably not. I'm just clicking random things. Last message. Sorry, mate. Got to brag to your Tottenham friend at school on Monday. Ha ha ha. Very good. Oh, manifest. I'm on 1.0.7. 1.0.7. Oh, the latest is 1.0.19. How am I on such an old version? Oh. Am I not getting notifications for this from somewhere? Where's my TFDI Discord server? I am part of it. Announcements. Oh, are they not posting in announcements whenever an update goes out? So maybe the issue I was having earlier with the speed has already been fixed. Where the hell do I find out where the updates is? How do I find out when there's an update? Oh, hello, that's a bit of turbulence. I'm not going to quit the flight now just to update it. There's 0 point, but I will do it after I finish the stream. It's a bit bumpy! Because the last time I updated this was the last time I got a notification that there was an update for it, and I think like FS Elite posted or something. I can't remember where it was, but there was somewhere where I got news like, oh, TFDI updates MD-11 to version 1.07 or something. I don't know where in the world do you get information about when they update it? How are we supposed to know? The changelog page. Wait, where actually is that? I've got like the TFDI installer thing. I guess if I just go on that, I could just periodically check it, couldn't I? See if there's anything on there. Is that the actual channel? Where's this? Secret dev updates. Message failed to load. I don't think I've got access to that channel. It's coming up with a... This channel is not on your channel list. Oh, they got it on here. It seems like they only announced it to collected edition owners. What the hell is the point in that? Who thought that was a good idea? Oh god, I'm on quite an old version then. The link before. Then Darian, that link that I did said I couldn't have access to. Oh wait, let me have a look at the other one. Secret dev updates. This channel is not on your channel list. That's the collector's edition channel, it's gotta be. Why would they only announce updates to collectors when the aircraft is publicly available? Come on, TFDI, you're better than that. Well, it seems like we're on quite an old version. Without realising it, because it's not announced anywhere that there's an update, apart from on this specific web page. So, we're not going to have terrain radar then. That's a bit of a pain. I don't think we're going to worry too much about anything else. Yeah, I think we're okay. I don't think there's anything necessarily that's crazy here that we're missing out on. So even though, you know, like 1.07 had quite a good amount, it's just mainly like the weather radar and the terrain radar. Supermoon. Oh yeah, there was a supermoon, wasn't there? Oh, that looks incredible. Nice. I'm hearing lots of skill issues here. So, do we know... anyway, well, I guess I'll keep an eye on this. We'll just regularly open the installer to see if it says there's an update available for it. But it's just weird, isn't it? You'd think they'd announce it in their Discord server. I don't know how many people they've got in their Discord server. But you'd think they've got quite a lot. They've got at least 740 verified customers who are online right now. That's well worthy enough of doing it. How many others have they got? Online, 1,000. So they've got almost 750 verified customers, 1,400 online members. And then there's not a list of how many people are offline. So they're going to have a good, you know, quite a few, quite a lot of, you know, good couple of thousand people in their Discord server. And they're not announcing any updates for the aircraft. That's a bit of a shocking one, I won't lie. I'm a little bit surprised at that. Interesting. Anyway, what do you think of the INI A320neo? I really enjoy flying it. I haven't flown it for a little while, actually. It's obviously due a big update soon, so I think next flight, when it has a huge update, it's going to be part of the aircraft and avionics update, which is hopefully still planned for this month. So once it has that update, it's going to be even better, I think. So yeah, we'll give it another fly as soon as that comes out. Make sure you have the channel roles. I mean, even if I don't have channel roles, like I can still see the announcements page. It shouldn't really matter what like things you have. You should just they should just be posting an announcement when there's an update for their product, right? That would surely just make logical sense. Channels and roles. Yeah, MD-11 Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't know. Maybe there's something else that I've missed. You need to go to TFDI Design, log in, click your name, client area, social media, and link Discord. The thing is that for me, I don't know if I have an account, or maybe I do. Yeah, the problem is that I've got an account, but I don't have the MD-11 on the account because they literally just sent me a code for it. They said, here's the installer, here's the code. So I've just logged into my TFDI account, and the only thing that's showing on there is the 717. Essentially, it's a massive faff. Well, to be honest with you, all I will do is I will just check that website and see if there's been an update out, or I will just load up the TFDI installer occasionally, and it'll usually prompt me if there's an update to the aircraft, so I'll just do that. But sorry about that, folks. I've been under the impression this whole time that I've been on the latest update for this aircraft. Because, yeah, I had no idea of knowing that there was further updates. How old is my version? There's only been 2 updates, I think, put out since then. Oh, did I close it down? I probably bloody did, like an idiot. Can I find it? So I'm on 1.07. There's been 3 updates since then. So yeah, there's been quite a few fixes, and there's like weather and terrain radar now and stuff. So yeah, it would have been nice to have had this, but oh well. Oh well. I'll make sure to update it after today's stream, that's for sure. It is not the end of the world. Right, we really need to work out what we're going to do for this arrival, folks. We really need to have a plan in place. We're at flight level 350, the mountains look so close. That's why I love flying in this area of the world. What does the chart say? What's like the MSA around where we're flying? I mean, look at that. That's absolutely terrifying. Yeah, we're only like 18,000 feet above some of this terrain. The peak of this mountain here is 17,000 feet. We're at 34. So we're only 17,000 feet above the peak of some of these mountains, which is just bonkers. I mean, look at that. That looks like that's, you know, within touching distance. The MSA around Quito is 21,000. Oh no, the winds are 210 degrees at 4 knots. Does that mean we're going to have like a tailwind on top of everything? Actually, it could work if we land on 1.8. What runway are they landing on in real life? Can we find out? I bet they're still landing 3.6. Oh, there's no aircraft anywhere near. This cargo lux is on the way in. We'll have to look and see what that cargo lux is going to do. But we need to make a plan about what we're going to do for the arrival, really. We need to make a plan. Because we could either do this RMP whiskey. It's just such a short rollout onto final. It just looks terrifying to be doing in an MD-80. It just looks so wrong to be doing this. It really does. So you go Ketom direct Utspec and then in like so. It looks absolutely terrifying, but we might be landing on the opposite runway. We don't know. I don't know if there's any aircraft that's recently departed here. We can go and find out to see what they departed off of. It looks pretty freaking quiet there at the moment. Aero Sucra Ops, yeah, that's it. That is absolutely it. Well, we'll see what this Cargo Lux 74 from Curitiba is gonna do. We'll see what they're gonna do. If not, then we'll do the RNAV feeder to Ilpex. And then from there, we'd probably do the ILS Zulu via Devev. Although I don't know if Devev and Iplex match up. But we'd probably have to do that, wouldn't we? Which would still be good fun. I don't think I've ever landed on 1.8. I've only ever landed 3.6 at Quito. Pretty bumpy flight. Yeah, we're getting thrown around. Absolutely thrown around. It's the terrain. It's the turbulence coming off the terrain. I'd imagine. I actually think doing the 1.8 approach might be quite good fun. I feel like I'm in the mood to do that because I've never done it before. Emirates fly to Quito? Yeah, they take the 777 cargo in there. What do you guys reckon? Do you guys reckon we should actually do this RNAV feeder route? And then do the ILS from there? I think that would be good fun, actually. Oh, there's Iplex, so it's just kind of around that region. Okay. Co-visual. ETA? Good question, mate. Well, I reckon it's going to be a little bit longer than what the actual original flight time was. It should be about, I don't know, maybe about an hour and 10 minutes until landing-ish. Let's go with 1940. Let's go with 1940 for our ETA. It might be a little bit later than that. It might be a little bit earlier than that. But that's the time we'll set. 1940. The RMP might be interesting. The RMP might be terrifying. I think we'll wait until we see what this Cargo Lux does. I bet they'll land 3.6. I bet you they will land 3.6, even though the winds are in the opposite direction. I'm just concerned that we're already in MD-11, so our VAP's going to be like 160. Adding in the ground speed with the elevation, our ground speed's going to be at like 190. And then with the wind, if we've got a tailwind as well, we're going to be like nearing the limits on the wheel speed almost when we touch down. Well, you've got to remember the elevation is 8,000 feet here. So add that in with the ground speed. You know, that's a huge difference. Even though our indicated airspeed is going to be 156, with the elevation in factor, your ground speed's obviously going to be a tremendous amount higher. So I reckon it's going to be about 190 knots. I might do a 1.8 approach. I've never done 1.8 before, so it might be quite nice to do it, just to give it a go. Oh, these views are gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful livery, isn't it? I'm really glad I chose this one. There were loads of different options. There's quite a lot of Lufthansa cargo liveries that people have made, but yeah, this one looks awesome. Such a cool route. Oh, excuse my yawning. Sorry, chat. I'm a tired boy today. AN225. I'd need to spend some time trying to learn it again. I could potentially do it, yeah. What mods do I get for ETS? Oh god, there's millions, mate. Pro mods is a great start. You miss seeing the Lufthansa MD-11 into JFK? Yeah. Yeah. Right, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to put the RNAV feeder for 1.8 in for now. If we need to change it, we can do. So star RNAV 3 via Ketom. And then I'll put the ILS. God, we are getting thrown about. ILS Zulu runway 18. And I'll put via DevEv, but we will see if we need to get rid of that. And we'll need to put the speed restrictions in because at the moment, in the version that I'm in at least, this aircraft doesn't do it. Right, so then we've got Sinner, then Lovepu, then Iplex, and then, yeah, we'd probably want to go to Edmom. Why is Edmom in twice? So DevEv, direct Edmom. As long as that works with altitude restrictions, we should be fine. So let's have a look at this. So RNAV, or let's just pin that. So we've got Ketom above flight level 220. That's in. Good. Then we've got Sinner above 200. Which is in. Lovepu 250 above 15,000. It's got that. Ilpex max 230 above 13. Okay, perfect. It's got that. It's nice that it's actually got them this time. And then Edmom, I think on the actual thing there, it says max 210, 12,900. So let's put 12,900 in. And I'll put speed 210. And then max 190, 10,300 at the next waypoint. Yeah, which is in. Cool. Perfect. How is the MD-11 in its current state? Unfortunately, I can't answer it for the latest update because it seems there's been a couple of updates released for this aircraft without any notification to users of it, you know, generally that it's actually been updated. So I'm on an older version of the aircraft without realizing it. I still love flying this thing even with that. But yeah. Okay, that's saying ETA is about 1945 with that in. But there we go. Am I going to use... KLM are going to use their new A321 from Amsterdam. Oh, nice! Manchester. Oh, that's awesome, Moz. Is Pro Mods free? Technically, yes. However, it's a faff. You can, like, pay a little bit to get all the download bundle together. But if you don't want to bother with that, you can download it all for free. Coriel, I know, right? It's crazy. 9 weeks yesterday it was. 9 weeks yesterday until release of the sim. So, not long to go. Sorry, I thought I missed a message then, but I didn't. Cool. Yeah, I'll have a look to see what that Cargo Lux is doing. Where are they at the moment? They're at 21,000 flying northbound of the airport, so I imagine they're going to loop round and go like this and come in for the 3.6. Is there a price for the upgrade for MSFR to 2024? It's not an upgrade, Moz. It's a brand new simulator. So it's not like you need to own 2020 to own 2024. It's a brand new sim, mate. There's no price information released just yet. We'll see what they do here. Oh, that's another point as well. Because of the elevation, we're going to want to be slowing down early. Although it's actually got... If I go into Perth... I want to make sure that we've got like a 250 knots at 18,000 in or something. It's got 250 above 15,000 at Liverpool, so that should do the job for us, I guess. Where was that? Into Geeky? Into Quito? Let's see. Let's see what they do. It diverted for some reason. Oh, really? Yeah, let's see what they do. Kind of intrigued. But yeah, it's important to distinguish that it's not an upgrade because you don't need to own 2020 to have 2024. It's a whole new sim. It's actually going to be really interesting to see how many new people it brings to the flight sim community, just, you know, with all the new jam-packed stuff that it's got in it. Because obviously with 2020 releasing, it brought a huge influx of users to the flight sim world and to our community. So it'd be interesting to see with the release of 2024 if it booms even more so. But that's really exciting if it does. I very much hope it does. Very much hope it does. Might as well bloody well turn the terrain radar and everything off if it's not actually working in this version, mightn't I? Right, how are they doing? Yeah, see, I reckon they're turning inbound to do this approach. I reckon they're turning southbound to head into towards the Quebec India Tango VOR. Condor Kosher VOR. And then they'll do this approach. Oh look, it's a little Learjet 35. I've still not flown that thing in MSFS, you know. I've still not flown that. I wonder if that's going into Quito with that routing. Because they're at 16,000 feet. God, it's had a lovely turn there. That must have been a fun turn to perform. Look at their indicated airspeed. Wow, they are pushing it. 19,000 feet, indicated airspeed 230 knots. So they'll just be below flat retraction altitude. 20,000 feet, right? That's Quito for you, though. They probably got asked to slow down even more for this. Yeah, it's a good video, that, John, isn't it? The Emirates 777 Freighter. I have watched that one. It's a very good video. Yeah, I reckon they're doing the 3-6 approach. That's what I reckon. Regardless, whatever way we go, whatever runway we go for, we should be landing in about an hour. Yeah, they're definitely doing 3-6. Definitely. Well, I mean, I guess we could do 3-6, but we would probably still need to do this RNAV feeder. And then route our way in here. So we would still need to do this RNAV feeder route and then back round. I don't see any other way of us doing this. I don't think we'd be able to do this RNAV. This RMP approach. I don't think that's going to work in this plane. I think that could be ridiculous. KLM, it depends on the livery. It depends if it's been updated to work with the latest version of the Phoenix. It is bumpy. It is bumpy. Yeah, this song is weird. Kind of digging it though. Right, so we know real world they're doing 3.6. I still think 1.8's a good idea. I still think I'm going to stick with 1.8. As I say, it's an approach I've never done before, so it'll be fun just for that factor alone. Oh dear, sorry chat for my yawning. I did not sleep very well last night and I've had another stonkingly busy day. Is Quito not a bit like Gibraltar where you get a lower altitude on the approach and there's a risk? Right. Get to a lower altitude on the approach and there's a risk of wind shear. I mean, it's an airport that's located in the middle of a valley where the MSA is 21,000 feet. You know, the elevation of the airport is 7,900 feet above sea level, but, you know, the terrain surrounding it is bonkers. So I don't know about... I'd imagine there's, you know, potentially a greater risk of wind shear. I'd imagine so. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I'd imagine so. It's certainly not one that I've done in this aircraft before. And then the other decision that we need to make is whether we decide to do flap 50. Flap 50 in this aircraft is terrifying. But I feel like into Quito it might be necessary. We could go and have a look actually, couldn't we? So landing weight... I think it's going to be about that. What did it say on the flight plan? 2 zeros, yeah. So we'll go with that. So let's go flap 35. Quarter brake medium. Okay. Sorry, flap 50. If I go flap... Oh, I don't know, actually. I think it's more of a case of a question of ground speed. So going from flap 35 to flap 50 is only going to change our estimated landing distance by 100 meters. But I think it's more of a question of our ground speed. We could go flap 35 auto brake max. Although, again, with the elevation and everything like that, I don't know. How hot is it? It's 27 degrees centigrade as well. We might want to think about using less auto brake. What's the MD-11 tyre speed limit? That's a bloody good question. I reckon, you know, if we're starting to approach the high 190s, we'll be bloody close to it. Either way. I think it's going to have to be flap 50 auto brake medium, isn't it? What's it with auto brake low? Yeah, I don't think that's going to be quite enough. Flap 50 auto brake medium. I mean, we will chonk the landing. I can assure you of that already. But I think that's the safest option, isn't it? I think that is the safest option. Yeah. I mean, we've got a 6 knot difference at the moment in terms of our VAP, which could make all the difference, really. So flap 50, auto rate medium. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go with that. Ah, hey, it's a Chewy 94 sub from Flyboy. Hello, mate. Johnny, thank you very much. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Johnny, I don't suppose... Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? What, that's half a year away from triple figures as well? Johnny, I don't suppose you know the max tyre speed in an MD-11, do you? Two months today, your PC will think it's in Kiribati. Hey, Original Min, landed safely in Mumbai. Nice. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Excuse my yawning, chat. I know it's rude. So how long have we got until top of descent? About 150 nautical miles? It's just after Ketom. So top of descent should be in about half an hour, I reckon. Have a Red Bull? Oh god, no, not at 8 o'clock, mate. Definitely not. I'll be up all night then. That'd make it even worse. Might as well get a different POV for an outside view for a bit. So you're allowed in grade 10, so like teacher would glare at me in disgust. I'm surprised you didn't get told off for that, to be honest. Love a flyby of loot? Yeah, right. Up all night sounds like a flight sim all night kind of thing. Oh gosh, not when you got work the next day though. Not when you got work. Pull me aside once and told me it was insanely rude. Yeah. The things we did as teenagers. I was always told by my English teacher that I spoke too much and speaking so much would never get me far in life. Oh, if only she knew. If only she knew! Speaking too much is literally my job description now, and has been for 8 odd years. If only she knew. She was a great teacher though, she was good. Spizera CSGO is that? Thanks for the follow, mate. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're still in Peru at the moment, I think, airspace-wise. Tad bumpy, yeah, it's coming off all the terrain. Yeah, we're still in Peru right now. Freaking huge country, Peru, isn't it? Not quite as big as Brazil, but... And then we'll enter Ecuador over Toses. Hopefully that, yeah, the departure's going to look a little bit bumpy with that freaking speed bug thing that we had. Ah, Jake. I just love it though. As I say, I could just fly this thing all day, every day, I think. I really could. I just love this aircraft so much. It's going to be really interesting when MSFS 2024 comes out, because I wonder like how long it's going to take for some developers to get their stuff over to 2024. Hopefully it won't be long, but you know, some developers might want to update some things and, you know, take a bit of time to make sure everything's sorted and everything before they move it over. So I wonder like how badly I'll miss some of these, like the MD-11 and stuff, if it takes a little while to come over. Whether I'll jump back into 2020 for them for a bit. Electros, sorry mate, I can't speak on those things. Not my realm to speak about at the moment, mate. Not gonna leave 2020 installed? Oh god, yeah, I'm absolutely keeping 2020 installed. I have to for work. Because you gotta remember that we're also supporting dual titles. So with work, I'm still community manager, well, we're still community managering. I'm still community manager for 2020 and 2024. So, yeah, I've got to keep it installed. Oh, it's a wild Mungo for 102 months. Hello, mate. But yeah, I'm excited to see like how often I'll jump back into 2020. I think I will probably quite a lot. Hello there. The mask goes on. Hey, Skeedor's here. Hello. Hello. Brent Cross and Edmonton Green. It's operated by Arriva London. Thank you, Mungo. London bus route 102. Brilliant. That's the one. That's my favourite bus route, that one. Thank you for 102 months. What a thrilling route that must be. What a thrilling one. You hope devs don't charge for updates? Yeah, I mean, I think that's at the prerogative for the actual developer themselves, right? You know, I think some developers announced quite early on when MSFS 2024 was announced that they weren't going to charge for updates for their products going into the new sim. But I think some have kept quite tight-lipped about it. So yeah, we don't know at the moment. We don't know. I think the great thing is, as I've always said to people, you know, like, you guys have always got to remember that even if you need to wait for a particular add-on to go over to 2024, I've spoken about this kind of migration period before. So, like, if, for example, I don't know if this for a fact, but if, say, the TFDI team decide to make some changes to their aircraft before they do an update to 2024, that migration period time, that's what I'm calling it, you can still fly this thing perfectly in 2020. You know, you're still going to be able to do everything in 2020 like we're doing now. 2024 is just going to be additional on top of everything else. So, you know, I think that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, that's going to be a good way of looking at it. But I hope you folks are excited. It's crazy how quick that countdown has gone. I think we started this countdown at like 147 days. And now it's 61 days. So time is flying by. Forgive the pun. Time is flying by. But yeah, I'm glad Skeedor approves of the shirt today as well. Repping the brand. Gotta rep the brand. Hashtag sponsored, not sponsored. Hashtag ad. You know, actually, thinking about hashtag ad, I was reading something the other day. Apparently, like, there are really strict rules in the UK, specifically with wording that you need to do when you get like free things. Like you have to like, so if I'm ever doing like a sponsored like YouTube video or something like that, I need to put hashtag ad right at the very start and stuff. I need to have a look at those things. I know like some stuff, like I need to tell you guys that it's like a specifically if it's a sponsored stream and stuff, but there's some even more specific things. It's quite interesting. Hey, it's Grizzle, the one, the only. Hello, mate. I did come in and lurk a little bit earlier. I'm sorry that I didn't come to say hello. I was in the midst of a few different bits and bobs here and there with work, and so I had you up on one of my monitors, and I was just lurking in the background whilst you were doing your Jersey rotation. I hope you had some good flights, man. Thank you very much for the raid. That was a long stream today, wasn't it? Gosh, how long did you stream for? Hope you had a good stream, mate. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Grizzlers. That's what I'm going to call your viewers, Grizzlers. Do you like it? There you go. I've given them all a nickname now, whether you hate it or whether you like it. Welcome the Grizzlers. Hey, Marcus! Thank you for gifting a sub. Welcoming Electrox... I almost said Electrox Shoulder. Brilliant. Welcoming Electrox Soldier to the crew. There we go. Thank you very much. That's a brand new sub for them. Very, very, very much appreciated. Thank you, mate. Marcus, you're a legend. Oh, God, 117 gifted subs total. So you did the Jersey rotation. Oh, nice. Oh, my gosh. And then you did Prague to Munich. Oh, my God. Yeah, that is a long day. That's a lot of flying. Hello there. Yasaki, thanks for the follow. I still think that is the best follower alert on Twitch. Nobody's allowed to argue with that one. Hello there. Gotta love a bit of Obi-Wan. General Kenobi. It's just the way that it formed in the mouth, Electrox. Fork and Toaster called me shoulder earlier too. Electrox shoulder. It just works, doesn't it? It just works. Is that external view drone view? Yeah, mate, it's drone view. So I just press insert to go into the drone category. And then I use W, S, A, and D to move left, right, forward, and back. And then on my number pad, I use 4, 6, 8, and 2. And then I could also go up and down using R and F. So I can just kind of do it like this. It's not super smooth, as you can see. The best way to do it, get it smooth, is an Xbox controller. If you use an Xbox controller, you can use the paddles and the analog sticks, and it makes it super smooth. I've just not got mine plugged in. So yeah. I'm pretty sure that's all default settings. It might not be, but that's what I use. So WASD, R and F to move up and down, and then 8, 2, 4, and 6 to pan the camera around and stuff. And then if I want to go back in the flight deck, I just press insert again, and it takes me back to the cockpit category, as it's called in the sim. And then I can do my normal keybinds to move the views. And obviously, in this aircraft, I've also set the wing views to that as well. So that's how I do it. Time to learn. Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. Enjoy your food. Still used to chase plane from P3D? Yeah. Aldre is on YouTube and asks, do you think that devs are holding up on some product releases because they just want to release once the new sim comes out? Oh, I know that for a fact. You know, yeah, I know that for a fact. I'm positive that some devs are holding out for 2024 before they release something. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if some devs weren't, to be honest with you. Yeah, very surprised if some devs weren't. Wing views in a cargo plane. I'll have you know that there are windows. And I've set my wing views up there. Get wrecked. There are windows. There you go. Proof. I don't know if there are windows at the back. Yeah, there are. See, look. There you go. All of my wing views are with a window. Got him. Got him. It'll be a quiet 2 months. Yeah, well, we don't know yet. There might be some surprise releases still. And I'm sure it's going to be worth the wait anyway. With how quick this year, this calendar year has gone, you know, 19th of November is going to roll around like that. There we go. We got the click. We got it in the end. It's going to roll around like just, yeah. Like there's no tomorrow. Wish there was a sound pack on the MD-11. Really? I quite like the sounds in the MD-11. The shutdown sounds are all just gorgeous. Are you excited for the 707 coming soon? Absolutely, yeah. We know that lots of people are super excited for the 707, and obviously we're super excited to release it for you. So that's now slated for release on September 24th, which is next Tuesday, right? I'm at a wedding on that day, so a very good friend of mine is getting married on that day, so I'll be out of town on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, so I won't be able to fly the 707 until later next week, but yeah. I'll be absolutely sure to give that a go. So we know that lots of people are very, very, very excited about the 707, and we're very excited about the 707. So yeah, I mean, personally, I can't wait for it to release. It's kind of it's the one major Boeing airliner that I've never flown in a simulator. Obviously, we had the TFDI 717 in P3D. We've had a number of iterations of the 727. We've had the 737 Classic. We've had the 737-200 I've flown, the 300. I've flown the 737NG line. I've not flown the 737 MAX yet, actually. Obviously, the 747. I've flown the 747-200, 400, and -8. 757, 767 we've had. 777 and 787. So literally the only Boeing airliner left, really, for me is the 707. So I'm super excited for that. When's the 707 out? It's now scheduled for next week, September 24th. We posted, in fact, I was the one who clicked the tweet button on the MSFS official Twitter page the other day with the updated date. So it's now scheduled for September 24th, next Tuesday. Hello, Crooks! Hello! Love you! Hawks 2-0, you know it, and the Niners lost this weekend. Thank you, mate. It's unbelievable, right? Yeah, some of you folks have only got like a couple more subs to go. Crooks, it'll be, yeah, like your 3-year anniversary when the new sim comes out. How's about that? Thank you, mate. I appreciate you, buddy. Welcome back, 34 months. And then Dull as well. Dull, thank you for the 23 months. Tier 1 sub. Hello. I'm good. How are you? How are you? Here's the joke. Oh, God. Oh, no. Slash. I love the way, because there's not a space between the slash and the, it said slash. Where did Luke get his cybernetic hand? The second-hand store. That is awful, but I like it. Thank you, both of you. Crooks, 34 months. Dull, 23 months. You're amazing. Appreciate you. Thank you, folks. And yeah, Hawks, 2-0. Niners lost. It was a great day of sport on Sunday. It really was. Great day of sport. Yeah, really good day of sport. Garida asks, are you allowed to say who you work for? Well, coincidentally, it's on my chest today. So I'm one of the community managers for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So you'll regularly see me on like forums, our Discord server. I make a video every week to go on our Instagram and TikTok and things like that. So you'll sometimes hear my voice on those videos, and it's usually me doing the recording on those. Not all the time, but quite a lot of the time. And various other spheres that we have. Dev update day tomorrow, so gonna look forward. Like Thursday mornings for me, I sit there with my cup of coffee and decide the screenshot challenge winners, which I really enjoy doing. So yeah. So that's tomorrow. Very excited. Yeah, absolutely. I'd say it's a cool job. It's literally flight sim. Oh, it's the coolest job. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky. I feel very blessed. Feel very blessed. And it obviously just links so well nicely into the streaming. So, yeah. It's nice that I can do two. I can have my sim loaded up to do stuff for work and then keep it loaded up ready for the stream. Like, my way of doing things is I'll plan the stream during my lunch break. So I'll work, I don't know, maybe say like 8:30 till 12. Then have a half an hour lunch break from 12 to 12:30. And in that lunch break, I'll go and grab something quick and then plan my live stream. Make sure I've got sceneries activated. If I need to download a livery, I will. Create a quick YouTube thumbnail if I'm in the sim and stuff. You know, those kind of things during my lunch break. And then I'll work, you know, like 12:30 till 5 or whenever we finish meetings and stuff. And then I'll go and have food and then come back and stream. So, yeah. No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. We love it. Is it hard work? Yeah, but it's rewarding work. Hard work is rewarding work most of the time, right? I think the thing that I love most about my job is that pretty much no 2 days are the same. And there's just so much different stuff that we do. Even though each of the different community managers within our project kind of have our own specialities, I try and dip my toe into every area that I can to learn as much as I can about being a community manager. I've only been working for 13 months in the role, and I still feel like I've got a lot left to learn. I'm never going to stop learning. So, yeah, it's hard work because you're always learning and you've always got different things to do, but that also makes it super rewarding. My job as a community manager is to take care and to listen to you folks. That's literally my job description. Like, if you had to describe my job in one word, that would be it. You know, so I think that's a super important thing. Exclamation mark lurk isn't a command actually, Crooks, but no worries, mate. If you need to lurk away, you're all good, my dude. Right, how long have we got until top of descent? About 20 minutes, maybe? A little bit less than that, 15 to 20 minutes or so until top of descent. About 70 miles to go, it's saying, ish. So not too bad. Not too bad at the moment. So let's have a think about this. So we've already programmed in the arrival. Let's just go and check the winds, see that nothing swung around. Oh. The winds are 080 degrees, 5 knots. I mean, that's still only 10 degrees off. Yeah. That's still going to favour a 1-8, isn't it? Or is it? And it's basically just a crosswind. Let's go and... It's actually a tailwind of 1 knot, you know. Oh, God. Should we be switching to 3-6 here? I don't know if we can now. I might have... I think it's going to be too much of a faff. It's literally like 1 knot difference. Screw it. I'm carrying on as we are. I'm carrying on as we are. I've never landed 1-8 as well. Let's do 1-8. We've always done 3-6, so let's do 1-8. Oh, crap. So the minima is 8,100. I'm not putting that in. I'm putting it in as a radio minima of 330. I am not scrolling to 8,100 in this. Because I don't think there's mouse wheel acceleration. So you literally just have to scroll like this for ages. Nah, not doing that. Radio 330. We'll cheat it. Judge me all you want. I don't care. And we're going flap 50. Automate medium. So automate medium's in. Flap 50 should be selected. Good. You can shift scroll. Can you? That doesn't seem to be doing much. Oh, I guess it. Is that even doing anything? I don't think that's making any difference. Nah, we're going to be there forever. I'm going to stick to radio minimums. It's cheating, but I don't care. Oh, I don't know, fat boy. I never brought it up, actually. Just checking something related. There is the bug I'm tracking with the engines on the engine display, jolting back and forth if you're revving it. Oh, I don't think so, Dull. Don't think so. Although I'm not on the latest version, I found out. Yeah. Why flight level 353? That's a really good question. So we're actually at 34,000 feet. You can see we're cruising at 34,000 feet into here. And our autopilot's showing 34,000 feet. The reason why the overlay shows 35,300 feet is because that data is being drawn out kind of like as raw data from the sim. And we've got ISA deviation. So the temperature deviation, I think, is the thing that's playing the factor there. I don't actually know for a fact. I thought it might be something to do with QNH. But actually, I think it's the ISA deviation with the temperatures and stuff that's doing it. So we are at 34,000 feet on standard pressure in the sim. But it's just the way that the overlay works and the way that the data gets drawn out, it shows it as a different altitude. So it's a bit annoying. I wish I could get it differently, but I don't know how to do that, to be honest. Right, QNH is 1021. What's the transition level? Transition alt is 18. So, yeah, okay, that's fine. Keep moving, keep moving. Also, why Lufthansa in South America? So, is this Lufthansa Cargo? They operated all over the world with this thing. They operated throughout Russia, throughout Asia, throughout Africa, throughout South America, throughout North America, throughout Europe. They went loads of places with this. This was a real-world flight that Delta Alpha Lima Charlie Bravo operated back in 2014 as Lufthansa Cargo 8260. So, yeah, this was a real-world flight. Real-world flight. Believe it or not, they didn't just operate in and out of Frankfurt and nowhere else. They will eventually route back and, back to Germany, but they could do like a round trip. It's very common for cargo carriers not to just do a there and back. Like one of the Lufthansa cargo routes that they used to do in the MD-11 was Frankfurt to Nairobi, Nairobi to Johannesburg, and then back. Johannesburg to Nairobi and Nairobi to Frankfurt. And in fact, you couldn't pass your line check as a Lufthansa Cargo MD-11 pilot until you completed those trips, because Nairobi and Johannesburg are particularly tricky airports to land at in this aircraft because of the high elevation, the hot temperatures, and the MD-11 being notorious of just having a ridiculous high approach speed. So we're taking that to an extreme today by landing into Quito, which is at even higher elevation. So today's landing is probably not going to be pretty. It's probably going to be a very cargo landing. Chat, you know what we need to do today? Oh, actually, I don't know if it'll work. I wonder if I could get the replay software working, because I see like Jamie and Kenko do it on like loads of their streams. They do a replay, and I never do it. Maybe I need to start making it a thing. Flight recorder. I tried to use this the other day and it didn't work. Can I see a preview from the 707? What do you mean? Can you see a preview? I don't get what you mean by that, mate. When is the upcoming dev stream? 1 week today, mate. 1 week today, 25th of September. Yeah, so 1 week today is the dev live stream. I'm looking forward to it, actually. It's going to be really good. Can't wait for the dev stream. I know, right? Oh, there you go, see Barry. Yeah, SEQM in the MD-11 is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting landing, this one. Yeah, I'll try and see if this flight recorder software works. I'm on like a super old version of it, so God knows if it will actually work, but we'll give it a try. You're just going to have to remind me to activate it. And then I don't know how Jamie and Kenko do it. Like, you guys might have to, for those of you who are regular viewers of their channels, you might have to tell me how they actually show their replay. Like, do they disconnect all the ground equipment, put the flaps back down and stuff, and then set it? Or how do they do it? I'm nervous for this arrival. Oh, you know what? We haven't done Anchorage for so long. I love flying in and out of Anchorage, but it's just so far away from everywhere that, like, flight times are ridiculous. Even to go down to Seattle is long. Last flight of the last MD-11 in Europe was Lufthansa to JFK. Yeah, indeed it was. Indeed it was. Is there anything special to look forward to for the upcoming dev stream? Well, obviously I can't speak about it too much, but Jorg's already said that in the dev stream on September the 25th that it's when dev live streams are going to start to concentrate on MSFS 2024. So that's exciting, right? Jamie most of the time goes back to the home screen and spawns in on the runway and starts the replay. Oh, okay, I see. So we could go back to the main menu, close Volanta so it doesn't try and track it on Volanta, and then just spawn on the runway and then put the flaps down and start the replay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll see if it works. I tried to use this flight recorder for something I was recording the other day in the sim and it faffed. So... we'll see. Yeah, that's it. Anchorage to Seattle is like 3 hours. That's not that long. That is that long when you only start your stream at like 6 p.m. Any chance of Tubeliner Tuesday coming back? Not on the MSFS official channel at the moment. That was just kind of like a limited time thing that we did. Even though they were great fun to do, there's certainly the chance for me to be doing more live streams in the future if I want to do them, though. Absolutely. Miranda, 20 months. Absolutely. Thank you, mate. You beauty. 20 months. Tier 1. Hello, mate. Tired. I slept rubbish, but I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you? Thank you, bud. Yeah, there's absolutely the opportunity for me to do more live stream stuff on the MSFS channel. But I don't know if there'll be a return of Tubeliner Tuesday specifically. We might gear some other, you know, like special event live streams and some different things. Yeah, the MD-11's still flying today. Western Global, UPS, and FedEx. Those are the 3, aren't they? Those are the magic 3 still. I love flying this thing, though. I was saying at the start of the stream, some of you might have missed it, but if you had to say to me, like, if you said, Chewie, there is a rule, and you could only fly one aircraft in MSFS right now, which would it be? It would be this. It would be the TFDI MD-11. I'd probably update it to the latest version that I had no idea was a thing. But, yeah. TFDI MD-11 would be what I'd be flying if I could only fly one. Definitely get Kenko back for some aerobatics. That was amazing. I definitely didn't deliberately choose Kenko just for his flying abilities. Nah, mate, it was brilliant. It was so great. It was so cool to have Ian on, because I don't think Ian had been on the MSFS channel before, and obviously he's been a Toby ambassador, and it was a sponsored stream with Toby. So it was just so much fun all round. It was brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, Seraphil, there's loads of Lufthansa Cargo MD-11 videos on YouTube. There are a tremendous amount. I've watched them all many times. If you had to fly one plane forever, always picking the plane with both cargo and passenger, 747-400 RB211 engines, done. I didn't even have to think about that. Yeah. 747-400 RB211 engines, job done. Easy. That's me for life sorted. Get Kenko on for a shared cockpit Tubeliner Tuesday. That would be fun. That would be fun. I think I think if I got shared cockpit with Ian, even on my personal live stream, my receding hairline would go back even further than it currently is with stress. Bless him. I heard he had an interesting approach in the MD-11 himself the other day. We might replicate that going into Quito. We do love Ian, bless him. He's just killing it with his content at the moment. He's just doing so well with the stream. So well. It's just awesome to see it pay off, because, you know, like, I've been there myself in that decision where you have like a nice, stable, comfortable thing going on in life, and you take that risk to quit it all and to try streaming. And it's absolutely paid off for him 110%, and that's just been amazing to see. So as much as I meme about him and his lack of flying ability sometimes, you know, there is no doubting that he's just absolutely smashed it with that risk that he took to quit his job and go into streaming. So hope he can keep it up for sure. It's been amazing to see that across the board, though. You know, like, it's sad over the, you know, like, I've been streaming Flight Sim since February 2016, as most of you folks know. So I've been here, done it, and literally got the t-shirt. You like that? That was a good segue, actually, wasn't it? I've been there, done it, and got the t-shirt, and I've seen many content creators come and go over the years. you know, when I started streaming, content creation in the flight sim realm, there wasn't even a handful of people who were doing it full time. And now there's a lot. There are a lot more people than I think, you know, a lot of users actually realize who can afford to do flight sim content creation as a full-time job. Not even just Twitch streaming, YouTube, even like ads and sponsored stuff on, you know, social media platforms and stuff. And that's just been such an amazing thing to see progress over the years, is more and more creators being able to have the opportunity to have flight sim not just be a hobby, but be a source of income. Even if it's part-time income, you know. So, yeah. Yeah, I love the MD-11. Love the MD-11. Found you off YouTube first a while ago, then followed on Twitch. Yeah, my YouTube's struggling. Like, you know, I don't upload any videos to it anymore because I don't have any time to do any videos. I still live stream on there, and I'm going to continue to live stream on there. But, you know, we've got about... To be honest, you know, I appreciate everybody who's tuning in on YouTube, but I think I've got about 43,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I only get about 20, 30 people watching the stream. I've got 44.3k subs on YouTube, and we only have about 20 to 30 people watching the live streams, you know. I don't know why that is, because I saw, you know, like Jamie doesn't upload regularly to YouTube, but he had like 250 viewers during his random live stream, just one-off live stream the other day doing some Heathrow controlling. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because I do all the things that you're supposed to do on YouTube. You know, I do a thumbnail and schedule the live stream in advance and everything. I don't know whether it's just because the algorithm hates me, or whether the channel's just washed up now or something, but... I often find out that you're streaming while on YouTube and then go over to Twitch. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Jamie does it instead of Twitch, so all the viewers go to YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if that would happen to me, though. I don't know if that would happen. It used to be, I used to have an exclusivity clause specifically in my contract that I could only stream on Twitch, which is why I didn't go multi-channel earlier. But then that all got changed, and Twitch had like a universal rule change. So that's why I started to do both. YouTube algorithm is voodoo. Oh, I mean, it's part of my job to analyze stats and stuff like that when we release videos, and it's unreal. You know, like you can have a video that just goes... I stopped... Well, I didn't stop caring about YouTube, but I stopped worrying about YouTube and putting a lot of effort into YouTube. When, like, for example, I did a sponsored project with NVIDIA a couple of times, and I spent ages doing a sponsored video and recording and editing and writing and scripting and all sorts of faff for this YouTube sponsored project with NVIDIA. And it did rubbish. Like, I think the video had about 8,000 views at the most. It did absolutely terribly. Whilst then I've got, like, a randomly exported video from my Twitch. I used to export like highlight videos from my Twitch and just put them on my YouTube with like no care. Like, it took me 10 minutes to do. And let me have a look. Yeah, my most popular one has 189,000 views on it. It's literally just a random video of me taking off in the PMDG 737 from Alicante. That's it. 189,000 views. Whilst this sponsored project with NVIDIA, I don't know what it's got now. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Oh, to be fair, that one's done a lot better than I thought it had. It's got 69,000 views, but there was another one that did absolutely terribly. But yeah, so I mean, I just stopped. I also had to look at it from the perspective then that content creation was my full-time job. So if I'm thinking about it from like a monetary perspective of how much money I'm earning for the hours that I'm putting in, you know, I could spend 10 hours making a YouTube video, and then made no money on it because it didn't get picked up by the algorithm. Nobody watched it. It didn't get any ads. It wasn't sponsored or anything like that. And I would have just spent 10 hours to make, like, no money. Whilst if I had have live streamed that 10 hours, you know, chances are I probably would have made more money. So I also looked at my YouTube content from that aspect. And that might sound really vain, like, oh, typical content creator freaking chasing the money. But I think it's pretty simple business sense to look at where the money is flowing for your business when it is your full-time job, right? So I had to look at it from that perspective sometimes, which sucked, but yeah. Right, Sinner above flight level 200 is our restriction. So anyway, down we go into Quito. An hour and 35 minutes later. Carlton's here on YouTube and says hello. Thank you, dude. The stream is 3:30 p.m. EST, so people in the US are at work as well. Well, Odin, it's not just that, because I've been live streaming at earlier times in the day. I used to live stream Monday to Friday at 3 p.m. European time, and my viewer numbers were great. So I don't necessarily think it's just about what time zone people are in and whether people in the US are at work kind of thing. Could be a factor, but I don't think it is. Freshies, thanks for the follow, buddy. Welcome, mate. Thank you. Can I ask you, is there a question? A350 and MSFS? There's one in development, but it's not released just yet. Yeah, it's not in development just... sorry, it's in development, but it's not released just yet. It's made by this lovely group, I Builds. Being developed by them. Right, are you ready for this one, folks? Are you ready for this approach? I hope you are. It's certainly going to be a fun one. You started your streaming on YouTube, but it's so much harder. Yeah. I mean, the only thing for me with YouTube streaming is that it's a little bit more work because I have to do the thumbnail for it and schedule the stream in advance. But apart from that, I just click, you know, start streaming, so it doesn't take too much time. Oh, we're actually going to land 1.8, Ninja Pilot. The winds when we looked earlier were favouring 1.8. They've slightly swung now, but it's minimal. And we've never landed 1.8 before. So we thought, bugger it, let's do a different runway. Plus, there's nobody else anywhere near us or anything on VATSIM. It's dead. I might as well be flying offline, so we thought, screw it, let's do a 1.8 landing. So the airport is down there. Somewhere. There it is, there's the airport. Ah, yes, Ollie. Did you suddenly start getting a cabin altitude warning and to suddenly descend in a rubber jungle in the back through 10,000 feet or so? The only good thing about the MD-11 is that it's nice to slow down in the sense of you can get the slats and the flaps out nice and early, which does help. I have done Cuzco, yeah. Cuzco's wild. I dread to think what that's like in the MD-11. That must be bonkers. 7-8, hello, good afternoon, mate. How you doing? Yeah, I've never done the 1.8 approach before. Is it a steeper approach? It's 3.2. No, it's the same. We should roll out... what's that going to be? Oh, we should roll out about 7 mile final. That's not bad. So we got to remember, because of the elevation of the airport, folks, it's 8,000 feet, right? So we're not actually at 24,500 really in respect to the airport. We're a lot lower. I'll tell you what, because it's crunch time, I'm going to start to turn that music off now. I'm going to get the yoke in position as well. Don't expect this to be a nice landing. I'm going to go full excuses here. I am going to go full excuses of this could be quite a rough landing. So wish me luck. Yeah, the scenery's not looking too bad. Considering the data's not exactly amazing in this region of the world, you know, it's actually looking pretty good. It's a stunning area to fly in the world. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Hi Chewy, first up, thanks for the amazing content overview. Thank you, mate. Random question for you. Can we set more than 10 viewpoints in MSFS like we can in X-Plane? I don't think that's possible. Yeah, I don't believe that's possible at the moment in 2020. If you're doing custom points. Okay, so next restriction is above 15,000. Let's go and set QNH as well. Surely we need to start thinking about slowing down. Oh shit, it's now suddenly saying that we are rather high on and rather fast. So QNH was 1021. Yeah, 1021. So 1021 is set once, twice, 3 times. How easy is the ATR to learn? Depends how much experience you've got in that kind of aircraft, mate. Certainly a bit different. But I tell you what, I'm going to put because it's crunch time now, I'm going to put this all the way down to 9,700. Okay, let's go and do some more checklists. So, in range, altimeters 1021 is set. Once, twice, 3 times. Windshield anti-ice needs to go on, apparently. I'll leave it. Windshield anti-ice, leave it. Seatbelt signs. Lights. Well, technically, we're below 10,000 feet radio now, so we'll put the lights on. Status page is checked. We're looking good on that profile now. So, status page is clear. Seatbelts and harness, that's all fastened here. And then we could also do the approach checklist. So the briefing's complete. The only thing that we've not done is look at the go-around altitude, which is 18,000. Everything else is fine. We'll work out about parking afterwards. It should be pretty simple for us. Then altimeters, again 1021, that's set minimums. We've gone 330 radio because I wasn't going all the way to the Barrow minima, otherwise we'd be here for years. And then the radios are set. Cool. Right, that is our approach checklist complete. I won't start the recording just yet. What I could do is we could actually go slat extend now. Max 250 knots there. So we could start to extend the slats if we wanted to. I'm excited for this. Liverpool, we've got to be above 15,000. And max speed 250 knots, which is what we're at. So I tell you what, let's prep this thing early because things are going to go fast now. Let's go slats extend. God, I wish I'd known there was an update to get the terrain radar. This is, I mean, the 3.6 approach is cool. This is ridiculous. Okay, glide slope's starting to come alive. It's now saying that we're high on the profile. Need to be max 230 knots above 13,000, so let's use a bit of speed brake to help us out. Even though I feel like we're okay with the glide slope coming back in there. I don't like the sound thing. It keeps bugging with the sound things. It's annoying. Back in time for landing. Good timing. Good timing. Right. Is it going to automatically slow down? It should do. Because we've got Bill Peck's max 230 knots. There we go. Now it's going for 230 knots. Right, I'm going to pause the alerts early, chat. It's crunch time. Literally, it's probably going to be a crunch landing. And I'm going to start this recording to see if it actually records. Don't know if it will. Hopefully it will. Show data. Okay, so we can take flat 15 now if we need. God, the flat 15 speed in this thing is 255 knots. That's absurd. ILPEX, we need to be above 13,000. We're just turning overhead that now, passing 13,500, so we're good with the terrain. Holy moly, what an approach. Slightly terrifying. Look at that. That looks unreal. Yeah, our VAP is 155, so our ground speed's going to be, what, like 180, I think, then? But I'm going to take flat 15, because we are able to do so. And we can take max flat 28 without the gear. So, we're past ILPEX now, and I've gone direct Edmom, which I think is the same altitude. 12,900 there. It's saying that we're high on the profile, but I don't agree with that. Am my ground texture set to ultra? Yeah, it's because we're in an area that doesn't have the greatest data in the world, mate, so the ground textures can look a bit weird sometimes. See, now it's got us high, but Edmom it's saying 12,900. That's really weird. I don't want to get high on this glide slope. Let's get that going. Flaps 28. I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to go with the glide. And we'll arm the approach. So the runway is there. Again, this is the great thing about the MD-11 is that you can just do this. We're just at the flap 35 speed. Are we going to be too high for this? I think we might be. No worries, Lilo. Hope you had a good stream. Coming back, we might get it. We've got 3 miles to the intercept point. Speed's looking fine at the moment, actually, for where we want it. That's really interesting. Right, speed's coming back, so let's go. Gear down. Flaps 35.
Landing gear.
Yeah, my gear's coming down, buddy.
Landing gear.
Nice, there we go. Looking good with the glide now.
Stabilizer motion.
God, this is terrifying. Okay, nice. We're below the glide, so we've brought that back in. There's the runway. We can go flaps 50 now. Nice and early. Oh, nice, you did the Scardu. Awesome. Look at that degree of flaps. I mean, that's just terrifying. Okay, well that went well in the end, actually. We probably didn't need to dive for it as much as we did, but we've got it sorted now. We're exactly where we want to be. Holy crap! Look at Coffin Corner! Ah!
Stabilizer motion.
That's scary. Okay, before landing, lights are all on. Spoilers are armed. Quarter brake is medium. Landing gear is down 4, green, flaps 50. Before landing checks complete. Lock and glide slope going out to 18,000. I am very tempted to leave the auto thrust in, even though Lufthansa normally wouldn't, but on this approach, well. Don Max, thank you for the 15-month sub. I have paused the alerts for landing, but we'll grab that one afterwards. Thank you so much, mate. chewy crosswind. A little bit. It's all over the place, isn't it? We are going to absolutely chonk this landing, and I can tell you that much. All right, let's do it. Auto thrust. Autopilot. Here we go. Oh, that's a massive stutter. It's fine. Look at our ground speed, 188 knots. And the wind is all over the place.
1,000.
Oh my god.
1,000.
Do you think we're at 1,000 feet? Pitch power, pitch power, pitch power. Watch the speed. Holy winds.
500. Minimum.
Woo!
400. 300.
Speed's good.
100.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
50. 40.
Glide slow.
20. 10.
Oh my god! It was in my chest! Speed brakes up. Reverse as normal. That went 50, 20, 10. The yoke was at the stop point. I couldn't pull it back anymore. Right, speed brakes up. Reverse as normal. I told you it was going to be rough. I told you. 70 knots. Manual brakes. 60 knots. Forward idle. Holy crap! I did record it. Whether it actually worked or not, I don't know. My yoke was literally on the stopper. It was like, I was like inside my stomach rolls. There you go. Is that the details you wanted in your life? I could not flare that anymore if I tried. And I think I cut the power at about 50 feet. Holy shit! Well, there you go. That's what happens if you bring an MD-11 into Quito, everybody. That is not for the faint of heart. Oh, you folks need to give that one a go. All of you making comments, come on, come and give it a go. Come on, it's easy to sit there in chat and make a comment. Come and try it yourself. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Send me your recordings of your landings here in this thing. That was amazing. Right, let's clean it up. That was a go around at sync rate. I don't think there was much I could do at that point. We're over the freaking tiles. Oh, hopefully the replay thing's going to work actually, so we can watch it back in all of its terrifying form. Yeah, I've clicked stop recording. Return? No, God no, that flight was like an hour and 50 minutes, mate. For those of you wondering about the scenery, this is the default MSFS scenery, and then somebody's made an enhancement for it on FlightSim.to. God, well that was interesting. Are we all awake now? That's flap 50 for you as well. That's flap 50 at 7,900 feet elevation. Bloody brilliant. Love it. No, that's APU power. Right, after landing, APU on. Lights are as required. Stabilizer trim needs to go back to 3 units. No, that's the wrong way. Hey, JW, hello, mate. How you doing? Maybe we shouldn't watch the replay. Why not? Wait, what am I doing with the trim? Oh, I'm messing it up. I'm going the wrong direction. That's the beauty of being a flight simmer, right? We can do this in a perfectly safe environment. I've been doing this long enough to be able to laugh at myself if we smash a landing in. Okay, stab trim's back at 3 degrees. Flaps and slats should be up and retracted. Don't know why they're not. There we go. Auto brake is off. Spoiler is retracted and back in the detent. Radar is off. And there we go, cool. Right, so GSX parking. We want the Go 8-1 on the ramp cargo there. I'll just get... Perfect. Well, the wheels are still attached! I honestly don't know if there was much more that I could have done at that point. We were about 154 indicated over the threshold, and I felt like we were all right with the profile, and I idled those thrust levers and started to flare at like 60 feet. I don't know what more I could have done for that. We'll see what the landing rate shows when we have a look in a moment. I was worried about the go around as well. Like, say, like, should have gone around on the sync rate call. I mean, yeah, we're just so freaking close operationally limited here, like with the speeds. Even if I think our N1 was at like 75% just to hold the speed. So go around, yeah, we would have got an extra 25% of power, but God, trying to get a positive rate, we would have been there for ages. We would have been like going level down the runway just to try and increase our airspeed, right? Okay, here's our stand, 8-1. Beautiful. Well, I don't know if we would have walked away from that landing. We might have done, but we might have needed to have been called into an office for a chat with tea and no biscuits. Go and watch, if you folks want a good video to watch of a Lufty Cargo MD-11 smashing it in, go and watch the YouTube video of the flight where they do, I think it's Nairobi to Johannesburg, and they land on 3 right, and the captain absolutely stacks it in. Is Gary levitating? Oh, Electrolyte, you have to buy this aircraft. It's so much fun. Chat. Gary has gained the ability to fly. The day has come upon us. It's telling me I constantly need to turn to the left, but it's smack bang on the way. Right, I realised that I've got loads of alerts to go through as well, so I apologise. Oh, what's going on here? Why is my view all zoomed in? Oh, there we go. Right, I'll get alerts in just a moment, folks. So, parking brake set. APU is available. Stick that on, and then we'll shut down. Well, that was fun. See, somebody says the sounds are bad. Those sounds are great. Right, thank you for the subs. It was a double sub. It was Don Max. Don, thank you very much indeed for the tier 1 for 15 months, mate. Very, very kind of you. A year and a quarter and still going strong with the subbing. Thank you very much, my dude. And then Cucumber Bush, hello. 84 months. Are we there yet? Oh, I think we're very much there with that landing. I think we are very much there with that one, aren't we? Right, chat, I'm not going to shut everything down because we're going to go and try and see if we can get a replay working. Are we there yet? Yeah, I think with that landing, we are definitely there. Right, shutdown checklist. Oh, it would be like IRS and everything off. So we'll leave it. We won't bother to do the full after landing checklist. Right, should we go and have a look and see what the damage was? Come on then, let's go and have a look. Let's go and see. We ready? I don't do predictions in chat. Maybe I should do. Okay, that is not as bad as I thought it was. A 546 1.1G. I mean, yes, that is heavy. But that's not as bad as I thought. I thought we were 600 plus. Yeah, for an MD-11, that's quite normal. I thought it was a lot worse than that. But look at where we touched down. I mean, I was flaring here. I was flaring here. I was like, the freaking yoke was at the stopper in my stomach. And that's where we touched down. I don't know if I just lost all the energy because I idled the thrust levers too early, and that was my mistake. Maybe I should have left the thrust levers in for longer and idled them later. Maybe it was the loss of energy, and we actually flared okay, but it was because I cut the thrust levers early, and it just went... Maybe that's what did it. Look at the landing speed, though. Ground speed, 175 knots. That's your ground speed, I'm pretty sure that it registers that at. So that's how fast you are. That's why you've got to be so careful at this elevation, especially with the MD-11. You know, our VAP was 155. So then if you take in the elevation as well, you know, a landing speed of 175. That's wild. I thought the MD-11 was late idle. Yeah, it could be that. I'll have to fly this thing again very soon and try it again, see if a much later idle does the job. But I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with that. 546 wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was way worse, but what an approach, eh? That was awesome. Thoroughly enjoyable. Right, so let's see if we can do this replay thing. What I'm going to do, I'll stick some music on. Thank you again for those subs, by the way. Don Max and Cucumber. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. I will disconnect from VATSIM. And then I'll close down Volanta so it doesn't record anything. And then we just go to the main menu, right? So we go to the main menu. We'll load in with the engines running and then set flap 30. And then I'll start the replay and see if we can watch it back. Imagine having a go around with an MD-11 near max landing weight and at high elevation. I mean, you would just be shitting yourself. Right. Yeah, loaded on the runway. Okay. That's the wrong airport. Let's not load on that runway. Let's not load on that runway. Let's load on this runway. That was wild. What an approach. What an approach. And then should I set flap 30 as well? Yeah, cool. Oh, it's not flap 30, flap 50. Why am I saying flap 30? Flap freaking 50 in this ridiculous thing. It should take the flap state automatically. Okay, cool. I'll do it just to play it safe anyway. Does that put us on the correct runway? Why did it put us on 36? It's put us on the incorrect runway, but it shouldn't matter. Right, replay. I don't know if I need to try and set a view closer. Probably started the replay too early, didn't I? Oh God! We're through the ground. Alright, that's going to look really weird. Right, let's try and get it into view, shall we? Here she comes. Flare, 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 bang. Yeah, I think it's because I cut the power, you know. I think the flare was okay. Oh, it's Lady Tonks. Hello there. I've logged on to watch something about Harry Potter and stumbled across. Well, hello there. What a lovely surprise. It's less than 2 months until my birthday that's not a birthday. I'll never forget that cake. Hope you're well, Mrs. Tonks. Good to see you. Look, you can see where I started to flare. Flare, 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 flare. Yeah. Gosh. It doesn't look that bad from here. Planning the cake already. It doesn't look that bad from there. He says. Yeah, I mean, it was a heavy landing. But... Eddie says hi. Hi, Eddie. Look close to a tail strike. Did it? No. Oh, we're nowhere near a tail strike. Nowhere near. I love the little sounds that it makes. Should we have a look from a wing view? See what the approach looked like from the view in the wing. Oh, look at that. Yeah, landing gear would have been able to handle that. I don't even know if you would have got a printout for that, would you? Might have done.
400.
Might have done.
Minimum. 100.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
50. 40. 20. 10.
Oh, I swear we touched down at 10. That sounded like we touched down at 10.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Sync rate. Let's listen. It might have just been because of
400.
how fast we were descending, but they still haven't fixed the radio out. Oh, well, I'm on an old version, so I don't know if they have since.
Sync rate.
50. 40. 20. 10.
Oh God. Gear is rated in G-force, not FPM. That was sound. Yeah, 1.1 G-force. As far as I know, to get a printout, it's 2.15. Oh, so we were nowhere near then. Oh, right. Well, there we go then. It's still scoreless. That's amazing. Sounds like it called out 10 at touchdown. Yeah. That didn't help us out then. Right, one more replay, and then we'll finish up there, folks. I quite like using that replay mode. We might do that more often, especially if we just do one flight. Or even at the end of a night for the last landing of the night. We'll see. Yeah. Doesn't feel like you're flaring enough, even though it was in the stopper on the yoke. Anyway, there we are. Yeah, I don't know why I don't do them more often. I do apologise for that. But anyway, there we are. An MD-11 landing into Quito. Love it. Right, well then, my friends. I'm afraid to say that that is going to finish it up for me today. No live stream tomorrow. I've switched round days today. Obviously, normally I stream on a Thursday instead of a Wednesday. But badminton training's off this week, so I just switched around my days. So I'm going to take a break tomorrow, but we'll be back on Friday. So, yeah, I've got no idea what we'll stream on Friday, but we'll stream something. So I'll see what I'm in the mood for on the day, see if there's something that takes my fancy. But yeah, so as always, I'll let you all know on Discord when we go live. But it should be my normal times around about 6 p.m. on a Friday I go live, kind of around there. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope the arrival into Quito was worth the 1 hour and 50-minute wait. I had a feeling it was going to be a stonker of a landing, and yeah, well, it didn't disappoint, did it? So there we go. Right, see you all on Friday. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Have a great Thursday as well, and we'll see you in a couple of days. Have a good one, folks. Good night, all. Happy landing.